मैंने कहा मैं 4 साल का इलेक्ट्रिक इंजीनियर होकर हमेशा सोचता था कंप्यूटर साइंस में आ जाऊं क्या, सीख लूं क्या, मुझे इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट लगता था। बट नाउ विद द क्लॉड एंड एआई बहुत अच्छे लेवल पे हम लोग जा रहे हैं। ठीक है, हम लोग अभी इंटरनेशनल मार्केट को बहुत अच्छे से कैटर कर रहे हैं। सो विल शेयर नंबर्स लेटर समटाइम कि हम दोनों मिलके जब इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में पूरा धूम मचा देंगे। ठीक है, सो ओवर टू यू कुणाल, थैंक यू
ऑलरेडी
फॉर
बचा रहे हो, 500 प्लस कस्टमर्स हो चुके हैं यूएस
500
प्लस।
प्लस कस्टमर्स ऑलरेडी कुणाल यूएसए में कर चुके हैं। ठीक है, सो और बहुत बड़ी कम्युनिटी यूएसए में बना रहे हैं। ठीक है, सो दिस वाज कुणाल ऑलरेडी डूइंग इट एंड थैंक यू गाइस फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन। पूरे फोकस के साथ सुनिएगा, बस मैं बैकग्राउंड में रहूंगा। ठीक है, लेकिन आप लोग पूरे अच्छे से इंप्लीमेंट करिएगा। इट्स अ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी। मैं चाह रहा था कि डे 5 पे कुछ अमेजिंग कराया जाए। कुणाल से मैंने कल समय लिया कि हम करा सकते हैं क्या, कुछ एआई एजेंट की जो एक्सट्रीम लेवल होते हैं वो दिखा सकते हैं क्या, बेसिक से ज्यादा क्या एक्सट्रीम पे जा सकते हैं। यस, कुणाल कैन शो यू द यूज केसेस। एक यूज केसेस भी करा देंगे और साथ में आपको दिखा भी देंगे कि एआई एजेंट कहाँ पहुंच चुके हैं। ठीक है, सो ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू गाइस, प्लीज इंप्लीमेंट, थैंक यू।
Okay, perfect. So now, so I know some of you have created agents, but how many of you feel the lack कि भाई we are creating AI agents, but it is like वो grasp नहीं हुआ technology. How many of you feel that you have grasped it? हाँ, you have created something, but have you grasped the whole knowledge of कि ये क्या कर सकता है? When you get that entire knowledge, you will not sleep. This AI agents is like that. So how many of you are in that space? Can I get a yes, no? And you feel the potential, but understanding is lacking. Yeah, you're hearing AI agents, you can see that, okay, it's doing this, it's doing that. But what we are going to focus on is the core understanding of what an AI agent is. There will be a fact that I don't understand the potential, how it will actually help. Yes, absolutely. That is why we're going to look at it. Yeah, it feels that using conversation AI. Absolutely. Right? Which is what we are going to change right now. Right? AI agents is a lot more than just conversational AI. Okay, so if you know or you don't know, you will see a very different perspective of AI agents today. Okay, because we can't visualize it. When I speak to a lot of you, how many of you have a visual idea of AI agent, what it can do? Most people, it will flash ki conversation intelligently kar raha hai. It's doing like chat GPT and it's giving good intelligent responses and all that kind of a thing. Okay, but we're going to re-visualize and see it, how it's going to work out. Yeah, with just images and all that. Perfect. So first what I'll do is I'll begin with the concept of what is the core AI agent. Okay, and then we're just going to build that one AI agent. We can, Mishali, that's what we can do that. Okay, but first we have to understand what the core of an AI agent is. Okay, now let's understand. So this is how we will do it. First we'll understand what a core of AI agent is. So I'm going to give you my perspective of what an AI agent is. Second, we are going to do a hands-on building of that exercise, right, using NA10 so that you get a visual idea of what it is. And third, I'm going to show you some pretty advanced use cases of how AI agents are really getting or changing the industry and how you should be thinking around it. Okay, probably I'll touch, if we go fast enough, I will touch how advanced Claude is also. Like Claude, many people have taken $20, $100 subscriptions, right? And I've been in those companies and I have trained them also, right? And they did not realize, like half of them are from the tech industry and still they don't realize how much useful, the Claude can be. So that's the trajectory. We'll understand the AI agents, deep understanding of it. Second, we'll create that same blueprint that I gave you. And third, we will look at some advanced use cases. Okay, remember guys, this is about deep understanding. So in case you don't execute or miss out some steps, that's fine. Just engage with me. Got it? Perfect. So let's get started. Let me open up the agentic concept first of all. Okay, so let's go do this quickly guys. Okay, so what's all the buzz about AI agents? Okay, now imagine you have a team. Okay, not very hard to imagine. Yes, you can have a team, and you typically, when you have a team, you will typically assign some roles and responsibility to those team members, and they'll do that as exact work and give it to you. Suppose you hire a social media manager. His work or her work will be they will be responsible to create social media posts for you. That's very clear objective. Yes, how many of you got this? Yes, no? Second thing, if you hire a salesman, their responsibility will be to engage with customers and do sales. Clear objective, right? So that is what I say. What I say. Imagine you have a team. So you have a team. You can differently assign them work. Okay. Now, AI agent as a team. Let's say you are the manager and you have like 5 team members with you. On one day, if you on an unfortunate Monday morning, if all these 5 team members take a leave on the same day, okay. In fact, you are the manager right now, and you are the person who is working in several of these roles. Can you execute these roles as efficiently as one person, that same person doing it or not? As efficiently as they are doing it here? Yes or no? Can you do all these 5 roles? Yes or no? Impossible, right? Impossible. Absolutely. It is one AI agent doing all of that thing is not possible. Which means there should be some way that we can deploy. So which means now let's put an AI agent in that. Do you think this one single AI agent can do everything for you? Yeah, we'll come to that, Anup. We'll come to that. Okay, I'll tell you what is that word. If we train it properly, probably yes, may not, depends on the goal. Yeah, absolutely. So many of you are here and there. Now the answer, many of you have told yes and no correctly, but you need to understand deeply what that means. Okay, in the industry, we never allow one agent to do everything. Okay, one agent will have one specific role and responsibility, and it will have only one goal, which you can clearly say that okay, he has done it right or wrong. If you understand this, can I get a yes no in the comment section? Just put 1 in the comment section. One agent can have a specific goal. It can do that work only, right? It can do that work only, right? And we can verify whether it has done it or not correctly. Why is this very, very important? See, agents are non-deterministic, which means you give it a task, it can do something. Which means like we don't have control of what kind of actions it can. We have control, but we can't say 100% that we have the full control. Which is why we make one agent and we measure. We told it to make a social media post on Monday morning, on weekday every morning at 11 a.m. Is it making the post 11 a.m. every day? Yes. Then we know that agent is successful. Okay. Now let's do that. But then that is a limitation, right? If one agent is doing only one role, which is a limitation. The promise is that AI agents can do everything. Correct? So that does not stop us from deploying a set of agents. Can you understand this? So we are not going to deploy one agent. Under the hood, it is multiple agents. Okay? And that is one of the sub agents also, and it can be even agents. Okay? Think of a company hierarchy. In a company hierarchy, you will have let's say the founder, and you will have like 5 managers. Each manager, right, they can talk to each other also, right? So basically it can be sub also, and it can be having parallel agents. So there are different frameworks of how agents can work. Like different organization structures in human beings also have a different organization, flat organization structure, hierarchical organization structure, independent organization structures like that. So basically we can have these different structures just like human beings have. But the whole idea is one agent does not do everything. Multiple agents we need to think of. That's the thinking, guys. How do you understand this? Can I get a M in the comment section? Multiple agents. You do not want to think one agent mein sab thus dete hain. No, we want multiple agents doing the task. Okay. So now that is understood. Once we understand this, right? Now, first of all, we'll just take out one agent, and first of all, we'll visualize what an AI agent is. Okay, so what are AI agents? Let's visualize, because when you talk about an AI agent, nobody really visualize it because we still feel it's a chatbot, right? How if you agree with me? There's no visualization here. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is let's assume that guy is a digital team member. It's a digital worker, and he's like one of the 6th members of your team. He has no emotions, right? First of all, let's assume this is an AI agent. Now, how do you communicate with an AI agent? You have like different team members. Think of how you communicate with team members. Think of how you can communicate with AI agent. Don't give me technical jargon. Simple. Think of a setting. Your 5 members is a 6th member wo baitha hua idhar. How will you communicate with that guy? How will you communicate with that AI agent? So let's assume this is the body of that AI agent. Now we need to communicate with it. Any guesses? No right or wrong answers. No right or wrong answers here. Prompt is one option. Okay. What else? Triggering words. Give him tasks. Sanket, I like that. Give him task. Right? Amit, think of this. Do you talk to humans like this? Imagine you are a social media content creator. Please create a social media content like this. You don't talk to them in prompts. How many of you are getting the difference? Right? The difference is AI agents ko hum log, we tell it the task. This is the task. Do it. Simple. How you tell your humans? Why? Because we pre-train these team members to give them an idea about what their role and responsibilities are, so they know what the roles and responsibilities are. They have the tools, they have the goal, they have everything. All you need to do is get up on a Monday morning and say, okay bhai, salesperson, tumhara quota ye hai, right? Go and get this quota, right? You'll get up another thing, hey, social media, last week the post did not perform, this week try to make new posts. You'll simply give them this instruction and they have to go ahead and do this. Everything else has been pre-configured, has been given in the roles and responsibilities, right? Imagine getting up every Monday and you have to train them. Bhai, tum social media manager ho. You have to make them, remind them. It's going to be very tedious, right? How many of you understand this? Yes, no? Yes, exactly, Satyaveer. जिस रोल पे हायर किया है उसी के रोल में बोल देंगे बस. Absolutely, you will not talk to sales guy on HR or HR guy to sales, right? You will only speak to them because they have been, उन लोगों के पास प्री कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, right? Which means an AI agent is supposed to know stuff, and that's how we assume it. It is not a chat GPT. It's not a chat GPT where you have to begin with a prompt. Okay. So now how do you communicate? Basically, you communicate like a human, but you will give it a chat input and it will respond to you. Just like chat GPT also, right? You give it a chat, it responds to you. There's a chat interface that is happening. Okay. Now once this chat interface is established, you can communicate through WhatsApp also. You can say, okay, AI agent, do this work, okay? Or Telegram, you can give him the work and then, or you can phone him and tell him, okay, this is the work I have to do. I can give a voice note. And there are various ways, right? Either you give him text, audio, video, images, and then you trigger that particular agent to do the work. Now, because it knows what to do, it's going to jump on and start doing that work, okay? But to do that work, the AI agent needs to process that information. So I imagine I told it to say, ki bhai, you are my email assistant. I need you to send an email whenever I give you some rough and dirty idea about it. I want you to, package it nicely, write it in nice words, and then send it to my intended recipient, right? Because we don't have time to write the email, or draft it. Maybe I'm sending a legal document. Right? I don't have time to go verify everything. But if I told you, you're my legal analyst, you just, take this content, write my email, and then, package it and send it to the customer. And because you pre-trained it, it's going to do all of that work and send it. Okay. So that's the whole part of it. But how will it know what to do? Any guesses? How will it know what to do? We gave it a task, like send an email on behalf of me. We gave it a task. So how will it know what to do? Knowledge-based institute. Yeah. Access your drives. Yes. Okay. Think of humans. See, humans के पास ये knowledge library रहता है, books and all that kind of a thing. So you're speaking about there's a knowledge library. But ये knowledge library को process करने के लिए भी there is something else that is required. What is that? To process that knowledge, this thing. Think of a human. Skill, tools, yes, that's also another part of it. Resources and materials, that's also part of it. Database, memory, right? Prototype input, you're getting there. Think of how humans process anything. What do we have? That's here. Memory is there. Brain, absolutely, Amit, brain. So we need a brain, right? Like brain is the processing power. Yes, we all have memory, but we need a processing power first to take something in and then interpret what that means. Okay. So first things first, what we'll do is we'll give an AI agent a brain, which is going to be the large language model, which is again powering the chat GPT. Okay. So if you understand this, put B in the comment section. Now, once you get a B, that it's a brain in form of a large language model, and there is no best brain. Okay. There is a brain. And that brain can be good brain, cheap brain, fast brain, slow brain, expensive brain, cheap brain, whatever it is. There are various kinds of brain, just like cars. You can have fast cars, slow cars, big car, small car, right? It is dependent on the purpose, which kind of brain you need. Okay. We also, humans also have the same thing. Big task है, so we'll use like so much brain energy. Small task है, will not do. Instagram देखना है, कोई brain use नहीं होना. So basically we all fluctuate like this. Similarly, AI agent also can have a brain which can be fluctuating between different needs. Okay. But now, as you said, knowledge base चाहिए. Which is what is knowledge base? Knowledge base ये होता है कि अच्छा ये this agent will not magically know about you. It will not about what your product is, what your service is, how you do it, what you do. It will not know, no SOPs, no manuals. Yes, हम agree, yes, no. They will not know about it directly. So what we need to do is we need to provide them memory. Memory is equivalent to knowledge base. Knowledge base equivalent to PDFs, Word documents, text files, right? SharePoint links, anything, any material that you found on the internet that has text, image, video, whatever it is, that acts as a knowledge base for this AI agent. जितना आप knowledge base उसको दोगे, उतना वो he becomes knowledgeable about that topic. How should understand this? Put KB in the comment section. That is for knowledge base. KB is equivalent to knowledge base. Now, once we have the knowledge base, now I can give an input to the brain. The brain can process it. And then if it requires anything from the knowledge base, it will go pick out from that knowledge base and mix it with your response and then give back to you as an output. Suppose you ask it a simple question. Tell me what is my latest offering in the, what is the latest product offer that I have created. It can go into the knowledge base because वो product offer का PPT बना होगा या फिर there will be a document that is having the offer. It's going to go there and it's going to pick out that information and then combine it, and with the intent of the user, it's going to go back and respond to you. How do you understand this? Can I get a yes in the comment section? This is the process that we have. Now, this AI agent has a brain. You can communicate with it. It has a knowledge base. It can go ahead, pick out, read your documents and respond back. It can also read the SQL tables also. It can read the tables and write query and get you output also. Okay. Now, once it got a brain and knowledge base, now we can say कि भाई इसको कुछ पता है, but ये काम भी कर सकता है कि नहीं, लेकिन करेगा क्या काम? What work will he do? Because see, we gave him brain and knowledge base, but how will it know what to do? Think of a sales team member or a marketing team member. How do they know what to do? Any guesses? Think of each of the 5 team members. JD, yes, Sumit. Very nice. Very beautiful. Job description. Yeah, roadmaps, process and JDs. Absolutely. We give them job description, which is called as a system prompt or a system message. A system message definition is what? By definition, you preload, you foreload कि भाई who are you, what's your goal, what is your tone, how you will speak, what you will do, what are the tools you have, everything that you need that particular agent to do, it will be stuffed around in the system message or a role and responsibility. Okay, so now this AI agent has a brain, it has a memory. Now the system message is also there. It can do anything. Like, so for example, I'll show you an example what we will do, but right now it has a system message. Basically, it has a goal, right? It has a goal. It can perform activities based on the role provided to him, and it knows what to do, what not to do, कहाँ guardrails डालना है, what information not to leak, whatever it is. It's all provided in this manual that we call as system message. Okay. And then we have a set of instructions. Instructions is the ability of an agent to act on something. Okay. We can chat all the way we want, but to act on something, right, it's going to be as instruction. When I say, so basically I'm saying something here and you're listening to me, but you're not doing anything, right? So that can be chatting, right? But if I tell you, okay, now type something like A or B, and then you do that action, which means I'm instructing you to take an action and do something. And what will you do? You'll go and then put in your keyboard and put enter. You're doing some action. So that instruction and chatting are two different things. Chat, we can chat all day, but to act on something, that becomes an instruction. Okay. Now, all this, if I describe, you can say that how many of you are feeling that this तो I can do in chat GPT only, क्या बड़ा बात है, chat GPT खोलूंगा, 5-6 डॉक्यूमेंट्स उधर घुसा दूंगा, अपलोड कर दूंगा, एंड देन मैं चैट कर दूंगा कि भाई ये मेरे को दे दो, तो वो बना के दे देगा. उसमें एजेंट क्या कर रहा है उसमें? Any guesses what the agent is doing here? I mean, how can the AI agent be different from an chat GPT? The format, agent will perform, GPT will instruct what to do. Yes, agent performs. To perform the activity, what does agent require? End-to-end work, Sumit, that's right. But to perform the activity, the agent requires something else. Tools, Anup, yes, tools, right? So when you get a marketer in your team, the first things you will give it instructions that ये भाई तुम्हारा काम ये है, lead generation करना, and then second thing you will tell it भाई ये Apollo है, this is Apollo, you extract leads from here, this is Prospeo, this is how you enrich the leads. ये emailing tool, you will send them email, or you will have a LinkedIn tool and you will say कि भाई इनको message भेज दो, right? How do you understand this? Tools, right? So you provide this softwares to this AI agent, and that's what makes AI agent different from a chat GPT. Okay, but the idea is that it's very hard to construct something like this because these are non-deterministic. And so first we need to build like a core agent like this. Okay, and you will see that once you see this, now you have a visual image of what an agent looks like, and now you take it to any other tool, you will not be able to, now you will be able to see, acha, this tool can do this. Yeah, how to understand this? Yes, no in the comment section. The tools make agent very, very different. Very, very different. Okay. Now once we understood what this particular part of it is, we're going to build it. We're going to use NA10, and I'll tell you why we use NA10. But how many of you are here till so far with me? So far, how many of you understand this? Now you have a mental image of what an AI agent is, yes? Okay, perfect. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I am going to show you what are the tools in the market that we should consider to build AI agents, because without that tooling aspect, we will not know what to do or where to even begin, right? Because thousands of tools. How many of you agree there are thousands and thousands of tools, right? Everybody can show off, bhai mere ko ye aata hai, mere ko wo aata hai, and all that kind of thing. Everybody can show off, right? But we need to have the principle, the grounding principle of what an AI, what is the lay of the land, and where should you rank it. Okay, now this ranking system, you will not find it in publications also, right? So you will be seeing this ranking system. Now where this ranking system came from is my experience from a lot of corporate training that I have done, and I have seen a lot of failures between companies. Some people that are succeeding, failing, and all that thing, and there has to be some method to the madness, right? So back in April 2025, I started this entire journey. And now in 2026, I can confidently say that this agent types is what you're looking at is a framework. You can take a screenshot of this, right? And if you want to become mastery or you want to walk this path, you need some guidance, some Bible. This is a very brief, high-level snapshot of it. I call it, one second, I should add one more image to this. Okay, so when you want to talk about AI agent, right, you will speak about two questions whenever you are speaking about AI agents. Okay, there are two questions. Every tool answered within these two questions. When someone says AI agent, most people nod and pretend they understand this. In reality, these terms cover everything from ChatGPT to fully autonomous multi-agent system. So we have on the far end, on the lower side, we have ChatGPT like of tools, and on the far end, we have multi-agentic systems, right? Which is moving from type 1. Type 1 is moving from the human intelligence is 80%. Whereas type 6 is AI intelligence is 80%. And there's a trajectory, right? So first, human intelligence is 80, AI intelligence is 20. That is why you have to make ChatGPT work more, okay? Then as you move a little bit, it can be, okay, 70% human, 30% AI. 60% human, 40% AI, 50% AI, 50% human. then it will keep moving that way. So that we have 6 layers for this. Okay. So the way that we answer is how autonomous it is, right? If it is 80% human involvement, which means less autonomous. If it is 80% AI intelligence, then more autonomous, right? So how many of you understand this? Put A in the comment section. A in the comment. There is no thing that okay, nah, this is not an agent or this is not an agent. It's how autonomous that agent is. That's it. Okay. The second question is, what does this communicate through? The modality, which means can it speak with text, voice, video, browser, or code, which means what kind of assets it can touch. Can it create images? Can it create video? Can it edit videos? Can it browse the browser and act and click and do something? Can it code and do something, right? So these are called modalities. Okay. So as we improve the modalities, as we go into multi-agenting system, the modalities also increase, right? And the how autonomous it also it increases. And now, so I have stacked rank all of these agents. So we see chat agent is ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. The basic chat we use, these are called chat agents. Okay, they do basic activities, but they require a lot of human intelligence. Okay, on the far end is multi-agent system, which is orchestrated AI teams. Remember that multiple teams, right? That kind of orchestration requires a lot. They have a lot of intelligence, and human intelligence is not as much as required there. Okay, so I'm to understand this. Can I get a yes no in the comment section, right? And so we have something on the 4th level which is called visual and thinking, right, which is N8N, right? So N8N, although in the news it will come like it is dead and all that kind of a thing, it is still not dead, right? It is a very, very good tool to start off with somebody who wants to understand the whole game of AI agents. Now, if you're a technical person, you will start here at the 4 level and you will go up, which is you'll use coding agents, multi-agents and stuff like that, which is Claude Code, Creo AI, LangChain and Autogen like that. But if you're like somebody who's like absolute non-technical, what you will do is you'll understand using N8N, right? And then you will go back to chat agent, ecosystem, personal agents, and you'll come up the ladder and improve your trajectory, right? So how many of you have a roadmap? You know where you stand, but how many of you have a roadmap, right? So these are the tools that you need to work with. Okay, starting, if you don't know ChatGPT, you have to master that first, and then you have to move up the ladder. Okay, and so we are going to use N8N for the visual thinking right now, because that construct that I showed you, it is very easy for me to demonstrate on that particular tool. Okay, TS Nagendra, there is infinite number of sources right now, but the key to all of this is how we understand this AI agent. Okay, that is why I'm giving you the tool or the deep understanding of it, right? For example, think of this Bhagavad Gita, or think of any other spiritual book that it is a key knowledge book. It's like a keystone knowledge. How do you understand this? It's like a marquee. It's like a marquee knowledge that you understand. Based on that, you can live a life. You can do so many other things. Yeah, TS Nagendra, you'll get that. Okay, right now, let me just get to this point. But right now, just know that N8N is for visual learning, thinking. Okay, now that we understand this, let's move on to the next part. What we're going to do is right now, I will not do LinkedIn probably right now, but if we can do fast, we'll do that. Not to do longer and learn Claude instead. Rajesh, I can give you Claude. Rajesh, I can give you Claude. Absolutely, I can give you Claude and do it. Right? But the problem is, how many of you have Claude here? How many of you have Claude here, by the way? And how many of you have Claude subscription? Me. Okay? Cool. How many of you are using how many of you can say that confidently I'm using the agentic power of it? How many of you confidently say that I'm using the agentic power of it right now? Not possible. Why? Because the understanding of AI agent matter. Okay, understanding. Anup, give me a rating after this. Okay, after you understand what AI agent is, you will see when I show you in Claude, you will see that your understanding with Claude will improve. Okay, so again, I repeat, look, Claude has its place. N8N has its place. Okay, now the reason I showed you this map is Claude Code is a little bit 5th agent. So it's like हमने गाड़ी शुरू किया और सीधा 5th गियर के चला गया, तो उसमें the kind of necessary learning curve that you need to have with technology, you get robbed of that. Anyone understand this? Yes or no? No? Like when you skip steps, you don't fully grasp the concept of how you can use a coding agent. Okay, and therefore you also miss the concept of how you can orchestrate multi-agentic systems. Got it? That is the layer of understanding I'm not here to teach you a tool right now. I'm only here to teach you what is the power of AI agent. Once you learn that, you apply it in any tool that you want, you will be successful. Okay, perfect. So NA10, again, look at this. Why I put it here? Visual learning and thinking. Yeah, it is better to learn. Yes, Rajesh, it is better to learn. I'm not saying that spend like 100 hours of learning and build complex. Basic stuff karo usme. Basic, very, very basic stuff. No need to overcomplicate it. Okay, so we'll build one agent. You will understand what I mean by basic stuff on NA10. Okay, perfect. So basically what we're going to, might not going to do LinkedIn, might take some time. We're going to do some email agent and all that. So let's do that. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to enter okay, let's ignore this. But what you're going to do is you're going to give the tasks to the agent. The brain will process it. LLM memory will basically retain it. System message will give it what to do. Tools, you'll give it the necessary tool like Gmail and stuff like that. You'll give it instructions and it'll do that activity for you. And then it'll respond back to you saying, I have done this activity. This is what we're going to construct right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and construct this one agent here. Then it will all make sense. Then I will take you straight away to Claude and you will see that your understanding is far more clear in terms of industry usage of Claude. Okay, cool. Chalo. So let's move on to NA10. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have NA10. How many of you have NA10? Okay, irrespective of whether you have it or not, let's just do one more account. Okay, just do a fresh account. It will be a lot more easier for us to do it. Okay, so just click on this link. Click on this link, and I want you to open up that link and create an account. Okay, you're going to create an account there. Cool. Satyaveer, can you share your screen so that I can guide you on creating that step so that others can learn it? Yeah, quickly. I want everybody to create an account. Okay, those who already have an account, again, you create a 14 days trial because it will be a lot more easier to follow through, right? And configure the tools. Okay, so Satyaveer, can you share your screen? No, it's n8n.io. Vidya Balji, you're going to use n8n.io. Okay, can you share your screen? Satyaveer, can you share your screen? Okay, mobile, so we can't do this. Okay, anybody can share the screen who has don't have an n8n account? Okay, I can. Okay, Amit, you can share. Yeah, quickly. Guys, we'll do this quickly, guys. We don't want to spend this thing. Who can do it, do it. Right, because I want to get to that Claude code concept also. It was 1.5 hours, so we have roughly another like 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes left. Cool, perfect. Okay, so we're going to do this quickly, guys, because I have a lot to show within this. Okay, Amit, can you just click on get started, please? Guys, follow along quickly, right? Yeah, now it will say company email, but we put your personal email ID. Wait, Amit, 1 second. Amit, what you can do is, you can demonstrate that. Yeah, Amit, no, that's a correct email ID. Correct, put that. See, if you see that D Amit Chauhan is there, if somebody wants another 14 days trial, before @ just put a plus symbol before before that plus symbol and give like N8N1. So any random stuff, yeah, N8N1 or something. Any random character you give, you can create another 14 days trial within this. Okay, that's a trick to do that. But in case you have never created it, Amit Chauhan, then you can just remove that plus. But in case you have created it, you can just ignore that plus 81. For now, you can remove that, Amit. Okay, yeah, you can remove that. But for those who have already done the 14 days trial, add plus and do something, you'll get to that. Okay, submit now. Let's submit this. Okay, good. Yeah, you got this one. Very nice. Submit this OTP. Yes, absolutely. Give a full name and password. Yes. Choose a password. Guys, by the way, those who are still skeptical about N8N, right? Companies like Minstrel, Microsoft use N8N. Now we are speaking about. So don't go by the words of YouTube hype and all that. Okay, there are big companies, Zendex, Paddle are still using these companies. Yeah, just skip all this. Quickly select anything and just move forward. Okay, Amit. Perfect. Keep moving forward. Yes, just select all this. Yeah, you can skip this survey. There'll be a survey. Skip all of that, and then just get into this workspace. Okay, perfect. Now you should be here on this screen, right? How many of you are on this screen? Put yes or no in the comment section, right? You will see a 14 days trial, and then there will be some 6 tools, and then there's something called a start from scratch. So just click on start from scratch. Okay, and you'll come to this location. Okay, perfect. Great. This is the place I need you to be in. Okay. So Amit, I will require your screen probably, after some examples, Amit. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Perfect. Now we are on that screen. Okay. Now let me open up my window. Perfect. Now we are ready to do this next step. Okay. So now we are here, guys. Okay. So now we are here. I'm going to just open up a workflow here, and we're going to construct something that is there. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and create a new workflow here. So many of you will see this big plus button. Okay, so let's do this quickly, guys, because we have a lot of concepts to cover here. Okay, so now what you're going to do right now is you're going to click on this plus button. Okay, and you're going to look for AI space agent. Okay, AI space agent. How many of you are able to find this? Put AI in the comment section. So if you click on this AI space agent, it will open up a window which will have this chat window and this AI agent. Okay, this chat window and this AI agent will be available. Now remember our construct that we had, right? According to our construct, this one represents the chat interface which I can interact with this AI agent. This represents the AI agent, right? And technically speaking, when we are wanting to activate this AI agent, we need to provide it a brain. Yes, no? How do you understand this? So first things first, we are going to provide a brain to this, right? So AI, if you are able to come on to this, guys. Okay, I just repeat once more, plus here, AI space agent, click on this, right? And you close this window and then you get this AI agent. Okay. Next things, where do you think? Anup, you can close that window. Just close that window. Okay, so it'll open up this window like this, right? It's called a configuration window. You can close this. If you double click this, this window will open again. Okay, perfect. Now if you see, there are 3 spokes going below: chat model, memory, and tools. Chat model, memory, and tools. Yes. How many of you are seeing this? Where do you think we should attach the brain? Where do you think we are going to attach this brain? Model, some of them memory saying. Okay. Amit saying the screen is different. Where do you think we can attach the brain? Memory or chat? Okay. So let's look at this. Because to understand an agent, we need to understand these 2 components very well. You can't be flimsy about this. Chat model and memory. So you're going to click on this chat model, and how many of you on the right hand side notice that it says language model? Yes. This represents the large language models, right? Whichever large language models you know about, they will all be listed here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, Mishali, we have skipped the step right now. Signing step is not there. Just click on that thing, fill in your email, and then sign in, Mishali. Okay. Cool. So you see, so you have to hit the plus button. Create a new workflow. Mishali. Okay. Create a new workflow and then add the AI agent. Add plus AI agent. Okay. Cool. So Now let's look at this. Here there are different models available here, guys, right? So what we are going to do right now is we are going to use something called as an open router. Okay, open router, right? So basically you'll just go to open router like this, openrouter.ai, and we are just going to get a API key for the brain. Okay, so here you need to just sign in with your personal email ID, and there are some free APIs that we can do. Okay, Amit, if you can share your screen quickly once, I will guide you on that open router. Okay, yeah, just go here. So look at this, guys. All you have to do is just say click on sign up. Okay, and then with Google, just you can choose any account with this. Just favorite Google sign in, continue. That's it. And then I agree and continue, and then continue. That's it. Here what you will do is there's something called as get API key. Get API key. You just click on this get API key, and then you will say create. Okay, wait, Amit, can you just go back to the main page again? Guys, how many of you were able to sign up in the open router? Can I get a O in the comment section? Just Google sign in, right? And then there will be right in the center, get API key. If you click on that, it will come to this page. Okay, it says no API keys, right? You'll simply click on create API key, right? And you will give it a name. Just say N8N. Yeah, that's it. And then create. That's it. Then you will copy this key. That's it. Copy this key. Continue. There's buy credits. You can cross it. You don't need to do that. Okay, just copy this key. Yeah, just leave this page as it is. Okay. Okay, perfect. How you're able to copy this key, guys? There'll be a, your key, something like this will be there, and there'll be a copy button beside it. Okay. Yes, no? Let me know in the comment section, okay? If you are able to get the key. Okay, now we are going to go back to N8N. We're going to go back to N8N. I will show this step once more, Rama, okay? You're going to click on the chat model plus chat model, and then you will see that you will find that open router. Yeah, and then what you will see that setup credentials will be there, right? Can you show this step once more? Just delete that node and then redo it once more. Okay, so yeah, just delete that model. Yeah, this model, delete it. Okay, just see this once more, guys. Click plus on the chat model, and then you're going to say open router. There we go. See open router chat model. Click on that, and then you will say setup credentials. Right, and then you will just paste the API key under API key. That's it, and click on save. That's it. It will say connection tested successfully. Okay, I will repeat this one more step. Yeah, thank you, Amit, for sharing again. Okay, I'm showing you that Sanket again. Look at this. Okay, guys, look at this. You will say just get API key. Right, so you will see this is open router. You'll just sign in with Google here, right? You will sign in with Google here, right? You will say get API key, okay, and you will just say create. Okay, we are creating an AI agent SC. Okay, so I'm going to say create. I'm going to say N8N test, and I'm going 14th April 2026, something like this, and I will say create. I will copy this key, go back here, click on the plus chat model. I will use open router as a chat model here, right? And I will say create credentials, and I will paste this API key. Okay, so I will say test key 14th April 2026. Okay, and I will save this. Okay, so how many of you are able to get this? Can I get a yes, no in the comment section? Right, so you get that key. Now here, there are some free models that are there, right? So in the credentials, you'll be there. Okay, So you'll be getting that thing. Pankaj, where are you stuck? Where are you stuck, Pankaj? For those who are here, all you need to do is find a Nemotron free model, Super 120B free model. Okay, so there is a Nemotron free model. Just find this model, NVIDIA Nemotron 3 Super 120B free model. Okay, there are tons of free models available here. I am selecting the Nemotron 3 120 billion parameters one. Okay, not able to see. Okay, Rama, quickly share your screen once. Rama or Pankaj, if you quickly share your screen once. Oh, Alibaba is also free. Yes, Rajka. So if you know that to get the key, get it. Open router is the easier one to get it, so I get it from here. Okay. Cool. Okay, Rama shared the screen. Rama, click on open router. Yeah, the model name is called Nemotron 3 free. Oh, Alibaba is also there. Alibaba is also, yeah, it's there inside that, but I know Nemotron works. Okay, for the use cases I have, Nemotron works, so that's why I'm going to use that for now. No, Claude will not be free. Wherever it is written free, that is the only one it will be free. Okay, yeah, Rama, that's you're in the right place. Copy this key. Okay, go back to N8N. Yeah, click on the chat model, plus on the chat model. Okay, and then look for open router. Yeah, the second, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, setup credentials. On the top it will be under credentials. That's it, and then paste the API key here. That's it, and save. Okay, perfect. Save this. Yeah, save it. Scroll up. I think so you already saved it. Yeah, connection tested. Yeah, close this window. Perfect. Now here in this model, just look for Nemotron. In this model, right? Yeah, in the model selection, look for Nemotron. Nemo. Nemo. Yeah, Nemotron, that you see that center 3 120 billion free wala. Below that. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so this one, Nemotron 3 Super 120B 112B free. Whichever you use, it should be having with a free. Okay, then only it will work. Okay, whichever. There are tons of free models. Whichever is written free, that will work. Okay, it's a trial and error. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. I know confidently this will work. Okay. Okay, so cool. Now you can close this window. Close this window, Rama. Yeah, purpose is we are building a agent Vidya. Okay, cool. Now, Rama, on the left hand side, there is a chat. You see, type a message or press up here on the left hand side. Yes, right? Yeah, so you can just say, hi, my name is Rama. Hi, my name is Rama. Enter. Okay, and then it'll say, hi Rama, nice to meet you. How can I help you today? So because this guy has a brain, it is able to respond to you. Okay, cool. Rama, can you stop your screen share? Thank you very much. Cool. Now, thank you very much, Rama. Perfect. Now I will just show still now what we have done, guys. Okay, so look at this, right? Essentially I did plus, I looked for AI agent, I added an AI agent, I closed this window, then I came to chat model, I added an open router key, so I came here, right? I did this create credentials, copied the key from here, got it to this point, pasted this key, saved it, saw connection tested successfully, working good. I close this window, right? And then I come to this place where it says open chat, hide chat, open chat, hide chat. Okay. I come to this place and say, hi, my name is Kunaal Naik. Enter. Okay. So what it says, hello Kunaal Naik, how can I assist you today? And it's responding to me. Cool. So we created a AI agent that is now responding because it has a brain. Cool. Now those who have created this, on those who have not created, just look at my screen. What is my name? If I say this particular fellow, what is my name, right? It's saying, I don't know your name based on the information available. If you tell me your name. Whereas in just the previous I told the name, he responded to me also. In the next one, it did not respond to me. So what's happening here, guys? What's happening? Surabhi is speaking it out loud. Surabhi, you want to speak out loud? Good. I like it. Okay, so Surabhi, let's see what Surabhi is saying. Yeah, good. Very
Actually, in that there is no memory. That's why they are not showing the name.
Absolutely right. You're spot on. It has no memory. How many of you now understand the difference between a brain and a memory? Is it rocket science? No. AI agent has been there for a long time. Why does it take so much time to understand brain and a memory? Think of how organizations are, in which condition they are in. Right? Now also companies are feeling that this is a chat bot. Right? Now many of them technically they will be using the same thing every day, but they are still not nailing it. Why? Because this concept they don't understand. What's happening? How many of you want to know what's happening here, guys? What's happening here? How many of you want to know this? Because this play of memory and brain, the LLM API, is what makes agent an agent. So look at this, guys. If you understand this concept, take any tool, take Claude code, anti-gravity, take any tool, you can apply this concept. So look at this concept. Okay, you go to a B10X or Web of Sesame or $1,000 course in MIT. This concept will not be understood like this. Okay, cool. So basically what's happening, look at this, guys. So you gave a chat entry. Okay, you say hi and you give your name, something like this. So what happens is this guy packages, it makes this LLM API call. Okay, so it makes this API call. There is this large language model that is LLM is there. Imagine this is a large language model, right? So infinite model that is there. This API makes the call, and then what happens is that then it responds back to you here. So you make a call, and then it responds back to you here, and it says, hi, name, how are you? Okay, so it then responded back to me. Correct? So far clear, guys? So I made this in call, that call responded to me back. Now what happened when I make the second conversation saying what is my name? What happens is that, right, there is no linkage between this conversation and what is my name again. So this one becomes a fresh call, and then it goes here, this guy comes here and responds something, right? It responds, but this time it has no context of this particular part of it. How many understand that? Yes, no? It does not remember these things. So technically, intuitively, how many of you are getting it? That I should send these all together and then get a response, yes? This is what we call memory, which means anytime you send a chat, if you send it the necessary context, you add with it the necessary context, then the agent is more intelligent. But the problem with this thing is that in this past 1 hour, how many of you remember line by line what exactly we all spoke and you thought? Can you remember all that thing? Impossible. Do you think that AI agent will remember all these things? Impossible. It needs to retain the essence, the context, which is why context comes in. Context not necessarily mean that पूरा book को डाल दो. Context means कि सारांश डालो उसका. The summary of what that entire thing means. And that, my friends, works like a brain. Human brain, how many of you know? It's like a mesh. ये ऐसे connected रहते हैं nodes. Right? Nodes are connected to nodes are connected like that. So we need to ensure कि ये agent को ऐसे type of memory मिले. But right now we are not going to do that. Just remember that the memory is all basically ये neurons का strength. जितना why say practice makes perfect. जितना आप ये neurons को strong करते जाओगे उतना वो आपका muscle memory बन जाता है. Okay? So now we also know, now we know that कि agent को हम लोग सब कुछ देने से भी they will not remember everything. It will become very inaccurate as we move forward. तो अभी के लिए, फिलहाल के लिए, we will give it some memory. How do you give it some memory? You see that is a memory and tool is available. Yes, no? How do you see memory and tool? Right. So what do you do to give it a memory? You say plus on the memory, and we'll say simple memory. For those who are advanced users, you can use Postgres and all that kind of a thing. But खुद advanced management चाहिए. For simplicity, we'll use simple memory right now. Okay, I will not touch this. It says context window length, which means since we established that humans only can't remember every line, this thing, even we don't expect the AI agent to remember every line. So we'll just say remember past 5 or past 6 conversation, which means every time you have a conversation, so past 5 conversations will go to the API, and that API will then look at all those 5 conversations and then respond accordingly. Okay, perfect. Now if I just come back here, the difference will be what? I will just say again, hi, my name is Kunaal Naik. Enter. And now, if you notice, it initializes the memory, store the memory, and I can say now, what is my name? Enter. Now, because it remembered me, it says, your name is Kunaal. How can I help you further? And what happened in the background? If you notice here, this memory, right? First time what happens, 1 out of 2, it loaded the variable. Second, 2 out of 2, you see, what is my name? Your name is Kunaal Naik. Because in the previous run, right? Hi, my name is Kunaal Naik. It was able to store this, right? In the second run, it was able to have all this entire conversation here. If you look at this chat history, right? So if you'll see, let's just minimize this. Hi, my name is Kunaal is this, and then look at this. Hi, my name is Kunaal Naik. Hi Kunaal Naik, how can I assist you? So it was remembering these 2 conversations, and that is why it is able to do that. And if you see here in the background, it is a lang chain, right? So whoever says that okay, N8N is dead, they're dead wrong, because they don't understand lang chain is one of the top frameworks to build agentic systems. Under the hood, it is still lang chain. If you are a technical person, you will use lang chain. You will use lang chain to build agents, and under the hood, even here, lang chain is getting used, which is why it is still a powerful tool. But most people look at it as a Make or a Zapier kind of a tool for some reason. Okay. Anyways, so how many of you understand this? Right now, this agent has a brain and has a memory. Now, how many of you are very clear that okay, brain and memory ka play hai ye? Yes, brain and memory ka play hai. So what you need to do is, if you want to have a great output, the takeaway is this: you can't give infinite context to the large language model to do something. You need to give utna jitna zaruri hai, right? That is why the context window comes. 200k context window, 1 million context window, right? Claude का कितना context window है? How many of you know that? What is a Claude's context window? 200K. Now they're working on a model of 100 million. So those who don't understand कि उसका context window कितना है, how will you use efficiently Claude? Okay, so you don't understand this. तो आपको इतना so the whole game is कि कितना compression में आप उसको context दे पाओगे ताकि वो सब काम एक साथ accurately कर पाए. Okay, which is where the next game begins. So now this memory play and all that kind of thing, and I will show you, demonstrate this entire thing within Claude also. उसके बाद से then your concepts are sealed. उसके बाद से how much practice you do with it is going to be your game, guys. Okay. Now last part of it is, okay, how many of you got a very different perspective of AI agents? Yes, no? Very different, yes? Cool. Last one now. Last concept. इसके बाद से from now on, the possibilities are endless. There are two things that you need to consider with AI agents. What is the role and responsibility you give it, and what is the tools you give it? अगर वो LinkedIn content creator है, so what will be the tool you will give here? What will be the tool that you will give? What will be the tool you give? If it is a LinkedIn content, you will give LinkedIn account. Simple, right? If it is a social media content creator, like Instagram content creator, you will give Instagram. If it is a Zoho CRM agent, you will give Zoho. If it is an email agent, you will get email. Is there Apollo? Apollo नहीं है. Okay, scraping चाहिए. Lead gen में we do a lot of scraping. So API दोगे, right? Zoho दोगे. कुछ industry people are there. You will give service now, right? You will give service now. Many other things that you can. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yes, Jiva. Very nice. So essentially, you will give tool and then you will give it instructions. So we are going to do a simple Gmail tool for now. Okay. So we're going to just do a simple Gmail tool. I'm going to give you the part of this here. Okay. Right now, LinkedIn will not do. We don't have much time because I want to explain one more concept on Claude. Okay. Last concept बाकी है. Cool. So this is the email agent. Okay, उसमें क्या है? I have given a simple system prompt here, right? So how many of you clicked on this link? Just click on this link, right? And then you will see that there is a something context I have given, right? So I told it, hey, you are a professional email assistant. Do not copy the draft email text exactly as provided. Instead, rewrite it in a polished version with a clear, engaging line, professional, concise, structured. Always sign off with my name. I simply give it a small instruction. Is this rocket science? All I'm saying is भाई आपको एकदम पूरा रफ एंड डर्टी ईमेल मिलेगा, आपको प्रोफेशनली लिख के उसको भेज देना है. Is this time saving or yes or no? Suppose you want to send a customer an email, right? अरे आपको टाइप नहीं करना है, आपको बस you come here to the mobile and say कि I want to send this email to this particular customer, right? And say enter. It drafts the mail and sends it. हम are seeing that this is what agentic means. एजेंटिक मीन्स कि भाई इतना बड़ा चीज नहीं बना देना कि भाई संभाल ही नहीं पाओगे उसको. एजेंटिक मीन्स कि भाई मेरा एक स्मॉल ट्रांजैक्शन, माइक्रो ट्रांजैक्शन जहां मैं लिख रहा था, उसमें अभी मैं बोल दिया मेरा रफ एंड डर्टी आइडिया, और ये इसको पता है क्या करना है. ही डज ऑल दैट थिंग एंड सेंड्स दैट ईमेल. टाइम सेव्ड. इफ यू आर सेंडिंग लाइक इफ यू गिव दिस टू अ सेल्स टीम मेंबर एंड इस सेल्स टीम मेंबर का कॉन्टेक्स्ट है, वो एजेंट बना हुआ है ऑलरेडी, एंड दैट गाय हैज ऑल द प्रिंसिपल्स. The sales guy will come in, ये customer को ये email भेज दो, and it will apply all the checks and bounces and all that thing and send that customer very good email. कितना अच्छा है, right? Even further, आपने ये email बना दिया assistant, और आपने उसको बोल दिया कि भाई this 10 customer कुछ भी email भेजे, उनको इस तरीके से respond कर देना. So the agent already knows. As soon as the customer will send an email, टड़क करके फटक करके वापस चले जाएगा. Imagine that. You understand? ये छोटे छोटे चीज नहीं सोचते हम लोग सोचते हैं कि AI एजेंट ना एकदम बड़ा कुछ धांसू बनाते हैं. वो नहीं होता है, वो एक दिन में नहीं बनेगा. वो आपको भी पता है, हमें भी पता है. उसके लिए कंपनी बैठाएगा, एक 500 मेंबर का टीम जाके तब एक धांसू एजेंट बनेगा. हमारा आपका क्या है भाई? ईमेल अच्छे से चले जाए, ऑफर बन जाए, राइट, प्राइसिंग चले जाए अच्छे से, नेगोशिएट अच्छे से हो जाए, और तुरंत मेरे को पता चल जाए कि कौन कस्टमर क्या कर रहा है, राइट. सो इवन दिस स्मॉल स्मॉल इंटरेक्शंस हेल्प अ लॉट. सो यू हैव टू थिंक दिस माइक्रो ट्रांजैक्शन. ओके, या सॉरी विष्णु, Raj has a mix of Hindi and English, so I have to go into a Hindi and English sometimes. Okay, but yeah, noted, Vishnu. Cool. So guys, all I'm saying is that system prompt is essentially an idea or the role or the role and responsibility that you find, that you give it pre-made so that it can handle that task for you. It need not always be a big task. It can be very, very micro tasks that you can always assign it. Okay. For example, I have stopped adding things to calendar. I will just say, okay, set a calendar invite here, and my agent will just go ahead and add it in the background. Okay. Or I have a simple agent. Okay. So I have like a personal assistant agent here. If you see here, so basically I have a communication agent. So when I have to send something to my community, a Telegram, I'll go to my Telegram and I will just type it, and this agent will go ahead and do that. So suppose, for example, let me see if I've done something with my team already. So did I do this one or I did this one? Yeah, so suppose I wanted to send a poll to my WhatsApp group, right? So what I did is I told this here, okay, send a message to WhatsApp, this thing, whatever, have you created this thing, yes or no, okay? And so this guy processed this information, it took all that messages, and it went ahead and used this send a poll tool. So in the poll, it put the question, it put the values yes or no, and then it posted back, and then it told me, I have sent the message to the WhatsApp recipient ID, have you done this, and it came back and told me in a Telegram that I have done this activity for you. Simple WhatsApp message, right? For this I have to put a team member, wo team member ko bolna, I have to tell the team member what to post there and give it there. Now this agent knows everything about my team, what I need to post. I simply just come here and I say, okay, I want to post this in my WhatsApp community group. It goes ahead and posts it, right? So this simple activities save a lot of time and increases the engagement. Okay, so let's go back to the place. Okay, so now what we're going to do right now is I'm going to click on this and I'm going to copy this for the sake of copying right now, simplicity. I'm going to go to this AI agent. I'm going to say add option system message, and I'm going to paste this here, system message. Remember these terms, guys, system message, because when I tell you in Claude, you'll be mind blown. From today, I guarantee you'll be using Claude code a lot more better. Okay. Perfect. So now you paste this, guys. Okay, I'll repeat this step. Okay, I come here, place add option system message, and then you paste it here. That's it, this content. You can change your name if you want to. Okay, and then now it has the instructions of what to do, and the next thing that it needs is the tool. To send an email, it requires Gmail. I'm going to use my Gmail tool here, right? Gmail tool. So there is human in the loop Gmail, and there is Gmail tool. Okay, you don't want to use human in the loop, you want to use other tools Gmail. Okay, plus Gmail tools here, this one. Okay, now you come here and then I'm going to use my email here, right? But you're going to use your own email here, right? So you'll go here, credentials, and essentially there will be a sign in button like this. Just click on sign in and use that email. Can you do that, guys? Yes, no? Let me know. In the credentials, right here, there will be a sign in part of it. Since I'm using my self-hosted version, I have to do some additional steps. But for you, it will be very, very simple. You just say sign in with Google. You'll sign in with Google, right? And your one of the email should be selected. Okay, Amit. Yes, Amit, all you have to do is, yeah, okay. Can somebody share the screen, whoever is in the step? Yeah, can you share that? Amit, if you can share quickly. Amit is there, perfect. You can close this window, Amit. Yeah, Amit, did you copy the system prompt? Yeah, go back to that AI agent. Double click on this AI agent. Yes. Yeah, system prompt, that's right, perfect. Can you change the name below? Yeah, Amit is there, perfect. Great, close this. And then you're going to click on the tool, plus tool. Yeah. And you're going to select on Gmail. Yeah, the below one, not this human in the loop. the below one. Yeah, remove this one. Yeah, and then click on the below one, Gmail. Yeah, Gmail tool, yes. So if you click on this, right, there'll be something called as sign in with Google. All you'll do is just sign in with Google, that's it. And select the email that you want the agent to use to send the email. Okay, now, yeah, just so I want N8 and this thing, click the blue box also. Yeah, and then select all, and then sign in. That's it. So now what we want is it be able to send the email, but now the agent does not know email. Technically agent knows what an email is, but it needs a way to fill the email so that it can send it. So if you see here, there is this operation is called send there in Amit's screen. If you see here, operation is send. You can do send, delete, get and all that thing. Right now only send email karte hain, right? We do not do anything else, right? And if you see here, there is a to, subject and message. There is a magic button, 3 magic buttons you can see, to, subject and email. Yeah, click all that 3. I'll tell you what that means. Click all that 3. Yeah, click on that and click on the third one. Okay, that's it. And then the email type you can just put as text. Email type as text. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so how are you able to do this? Look at this. To, subject and message, there's a magic button. Towards the far end there'll be a magic button. Okay, now perfect. Now what we have essentially done here, see, the AI agent needs to send an email. When it needs to send an email, you need to give it the right input. It can't send a email to somebody if it does not have the email ID. So you need to give it the email ID, who to send it to. Then you need to give it a subject. You can't send an email without a subject. Then you need to give it a body, which is the message that is available, right? And email types, there are very different, right? Text hai, HTML hai. Right now we'll give plain text there. Okay, so what we are telling is, when you say define automatically by the model, it means we are giving the agent the power to fill these 3 fields and then send the email. Got it? So when you are giving an input, you need to tell agent, by send an email to this email ID, the subject should be this and the content should be this. And you can give it in any rough format. No, doesn't matter which order you give it in. Got it? Okay, let's close this window. I will do this once more. Thank you for sharing that, Amit. Let me share this once more. Okay, so let me just do this once more, guys. Look at this. You sign in with Google, right? So you will sign in with Google, right? So like this, you click on sign in and then you will just select the email ID and then go to this particular part and then continue. Select all that accesses and continue. Say connection successful. Close that, and then what you will do is you'll click on this magic button, and then you will click on text. Okay, so now you have this email tool configured. In other words, what it also means that you told this AI agent how to use this tool. Sorry guys, somebody was calling me. Okay, cool. So now what happens is that this AI agent now knows what to do. It has a role. It is an email content creator. And it has one tool that it can send an email, right? It has the only one ability it has right now is send the email. Clear, guys? How many of you got it? So I can give an input, the agent will use the brain, use the memory, and then it will be able to send the email. Correct? Cool. Where can I get the system message? You can get the system message from here, Vishal. Okay, this is the one. Cool. Now what you're going to do right now is, remember, this is a personal assistant. This assistant, if you give it an instructions, it is going to process that instruction and send an email. So what I have done is I have given you a template which you can use. You can use this template, which I will get an email message with a subject. Use your whatever subject you want to with and write the experience of this masterclass here, right? So basically I'm just going to use this one here. This is my usage. You can take this and write whatever you want to write here. I will come here and I will paste this message here. I will say send an email to adjective content creators with the subject how awesome the masterclass was, and body saying I was able to do all of that, right? So what I did is I gave it a message like this, right? And you can give it a voice message, no particular order right now. I'm just giving a very simple example here, but you can give as long as complicated as you want, and it will process that equally well and then send the email. Okay. Nowadays, I can also simply voice type. So before we could not voice type, but now we can voice type. Send them an email with how awesome the AI agent masterclass was, and how we are able to learn about how AI agents operate with the brain, memory, and tools and system prompts and instructions, and how awesome it was. So essentially what you do is now you use voice typing, and then you give this entire content. Okay. And if you just say enter, look at what's happening here, guys. This AI agent processing does the brain call, right? Sends an email, comes back, and then says, right, come back, right, and then says appreciation, incredible masterclass, sends an email. And then if I go to my email, some of you might have already sent it, so I should have gotten it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So we have CEO enriching masterclass here. There we go. Look at this. CEO at milangedigital.co, right? Whoever is this? The Sanket. Yeah, Sanket sent me an email. Look at this, right? Pradhan sent me an email, right? There you go, right? You send me an email, right? So this is how you are able to do this activity. Now think of this productivity, guys. Very simple use case, but how many of you are seeing the potential of it? Today, by sitting like this, we created an agent, simple agent, which will allow you to voice type and send emails quickly. Open up a below voice chat and start sending emails. You're going, driving, voice chat, email sent, voice chat, email sent. How many customers you can interact with? How many customers your team can interact with? Think of all that power. Think of 100 email list. Each one can be sent a unique email, right? There was one army colonel, brigadier. He wanted to look for a job, right? So we told Colonel, you give us what kind of companies you want to work with. We'll extract the emails and we'll keep sending emails through this agent. Okay, fine. I'll give you that agent. Don't know if I have this agent here already. Brigadier. Yeah, Anup, it might take time because API key is slow. We are using free API keys. free Kamal is always this thing. Okay, cool. So yeah, it sent the email. I don't know. We have this. Okay, I don't know where it is, but somewhere it should be here. So got it. Cool. Anyway, so this send the email, and we are able to do that. Now just extend the capabilities. Can this agent do more? Absolutely, it can do more. If you copy and paste this, right, and you come here, and you can come here and then say get emails or get many emails, right? What it can do right now is I can now read multiple emails and process the information. Can you check my last 5 emails and what are they about? So you see that it's able to read my emails and tell me what is all about. Think of this agent, if you put it in autonomous, every 11 a.m. it gets up, checks your latest emails, prioritize your leads, whichever customers are responding and on that, and then tells you, okay, this is the most important lead, right? How powerful that is going to be. Oh, Rajesh, if you want to API to work, use the Nemotron free one. Okay, Nemotron free one. So here you see, here's a summary of the last 5 emails. Send this particular part of it, receive this, security notification on school, Kelton from Kit, and all of that thing, and it gave me a summary of this, right? All while we are sitting here, we are building an agent that can start taking various tools and doing this. Okay, try to rotate some free emails, free models, Rajesh, it will work. Okay, or use some paid APIs. You come here, give some 10 credits, come to this credits, give some $10 credits, it will start working. Okay, I've been using like $7 of credits like from 2 months, so thoda cheap ones you can use. Cool. So how many of you understand now? How many of you are finally understanding what the agent is? Where to copy the system message? Vishal, the system message is here, right? So you see this add option, system message, right? That's where you paste it. Okay, the recent step of adding the email. This one, get email message, right? All I did is, Amit, I copied this and I pasted this, and then I changed the operation to get many. That's it. Okay, like this you can do many things, right? Get one email, delete email, mark as read, mark as this thing, remove, reply, send and wait and respond. Various other things that you can do. Okay, so this is what the agent looks like. How many of you are now? Yes, absolutely, you can do that, Suyok. Absolutely. The kernels example that I was saying, we did a bulk example. We got 1,000 email IDs, right? Slowly we started sending 20 emails each day, and we expanded to 100 emails in a day. Okay, and then with that, brigadier means he's retired like almost 65, right? So 60 retirement. So he's very old. To get him a job, it took 3 months, because we keep sending the emails, but he got first role, and then he got like 4 or 5 roles immediately, right? So even for him, kind of a thing, this kind of agent works. And he was happily driving here and there. Every now and then he used to check the email if he got a response or not and all that, right? So hands off, completely hands off. Cool. So how many of you are now seeing the potential, yes or no? How many of you are seeing the now potential of the AI agent here? Now how many are able to visualize what I can make agents do? Because now I can give it a brain, I can give it the context, the system prompt, and give it a set of tools, and I can make it do anything that I want, right? It is about all your what you want to you need to know what you need to clearly get out of that AI agent. Cool. Now how many of you want to put this into Claude now? How many are wondering ये Claude में कैसे घुसाएं इसको? Yeah. Cool. After that, Raj will in the Gmail parameter, I did not do anything. Just get many. I just did get many. That's it. Okay. Cool. Now, so now that we did this, right? Now we did this. Now I'm going to show you how to operate Claude. Ready for this? Have similar integration with LinkedIn. Absolutely, you can do that, Tarun. Okay. Absolutely, you can do that. Still 30 minutes sessions or what? No, TSM. We are almost done right now. Because now if you understand this, I will show you how to operate Claude Code. Okay. So essentially this is one chat that I was doing, guys, right? And this entire chat that I did is ended with basically I deploying an entire website on Versalia, right? This is a live link. This is what I was able to do. I was just able to chat with stuff, and I was able to create a landing page like this, right? So this is how powerful this one is. But I'm going to show you with a fresh part of it on how to operate this. Can I show you? Yes. what if mail goes to spam or maybe Deepak, that is why we with Google you always increment it. You don't go with 100 emails a day. You go with like 10 emails a day for 5 days, then 20 email day for another 5 days, then 50, then 70, then 80, like that you go week. So isko bolte hai email warm up. Okay, we need to Claude Code or no, yeah, you need Claude Pro. Claude Pro. Okay, Claude Pro. Perfect. Now I'm going to show you back-to-back use cases of Claude, guys. Okay, back-to-back use cases of Claude very, very quickly, ending with Claude Code. First use case. I'm going to open up a new PowerPoint presentation, and after this, I guarantee many of you will be taking Claude Pro subscription. If you're on verge of thinking, should I do ChatGPT, should I do Claude? Unanimously, you will take Claude Pro. Okay, first of all, presentations. Intelligent presentations. Okay, how many of you want to do gold trading? How many of you do gold trading or HDFC? How many of you do trading? Yes, I do. Okay, tell me, if you had to visualize that agent, what that agent is supposed to do? What that agent is supposed to do? What tools it needs? What system prompt it needs? Think a little deeper. Because look, Claude is a tool that creates the agents on the fly. I repeat my words. Claude is an agent that can create agents on the fly. But you need to know what to do it. Yeah, we can. We get trading using Claude. That is also possible, Anup. Right? We can. Trading using Claude is also there. Right? So essentially, remember this concept, guys. Brain, memory, system prompt, and tools. 4 things. Okay? Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give it an analysis. I'm going to say, okay, XAU gold, tell me what is the future prospective risks and all that kind of thing. Right? So look at it. I want you to build a 1 slide presentation on how XAU USD spot gold, is it good to buy, hold or sell in the next 3-6 months, right? In 1 slide. Do as much research from the credible sources as possible. Okay, so I gave this particular part of it and I said enter. Now, what's going to happen right now is this agent, what I did, it's going to create a system prompt to do this analysis. It is also going to, on the fly, attach the tools that it requires. In this tool, it is going to require web search. It's going to require scraping. It's going to require presentation skills. It is going to require UI skills, how good it should look. It's going to require fundamental analysis type, technical analysis details. It's going to require all of these tools and skills. We can Anup, absolutely. Okay, so it's going to do that. It's going to set up all that, build the exercise analysis side, verify the project side, and it's going to build all of this. Okay, now can I do one more thing? I will go to Excel. This is one agent, right? I kicked off that agent. I'm going to go Excel. I'm going to say new blank workbook, right? Tell me some of the stocks that you want in analysis on, Indian stocks. Let's say HDFC. Tell me any other stocks. What else? ITC, Reliance, EKC, Tata Power, favorite, intraday. Okay, let's just stick with this. SBI Axis Bank. Okay, so SBI Axis Bank. There we go. Okay, so what I'll do right now is I will do this. And now I'm deploying another set of agents doing something like this. Okay, I have like 6 stocks on sheet 1, and I want you to do the current price analysis and tell me what are the opportunities, intraday opportunities I have for tomorrow, right? So, and tell me what is the technical levels or technical numbers, so that it gives me confidence to either buy, sell, and give the reasoning behind it in a very crisp one sheet format, in a tabular format. Skill. Yeah, so skill is basically, Mishali, it's that, see, I don't know what a technical analysis is. Suppose I don't know, but I want to hire an agent that does technical analysis, right? So somebody will have to teach him what to do technical analysis. They will have to teach him what is moving average, EMA crossover, RSI, volume trading, right? These are all technical terms that we use. So that skill, necessarily I don't have it, right? So what will happen is the agent needs to pick up the skills, and Claude is designed in a way that it can pick up the skills also. It can become designing skills also and all of that. Look at this, like formatting and all that. So it's going to put out all these actions here right now. Okay. I didn't tell it to do it in a different sheet. Okay, but yeah, let's see that. So I'm going to populate that stock. So you look at this HDFC current market price, high, low, weak, low, and all that thing, bullish, and it's going to go ahead and start putting all of these things one by one. How we are seeing the power, guys, now? How we are seeing the power right now? Technical analysis, fundamental analysis, all these kind of things is going to do that, and it is essentially doing it like we are seeing it here. Imagine how many skills are going into it. Right? Everybody was sitting with Claude code, but once you understand what an agent can do, yeah, that is the limitation, only our own creativity, and this is what I wanted to unlock. Yeah, it is not going to be exactly correct, T.S. Nagendra, right? Why? I'll tell you why. Any guesses why? Guess why it is not going to be technically correct? There will be something that is missing here. There will be something that is missing. No verification done? Yes. Absolutely. This is where your intelligence in providing that thing, the actual numbers. Yes, Mishali. How do you get it actual numbers? Tool. Which tool do you need to give it? Trading view, Sensex, right? So suppose you have broker, your broker is Dhan or Zero Dha. You will need to give Zero Dha MCP server. Why? Because this agent can go into your live account, read the live data of whatever your account is, and give you insights on top of that. The broker API, Deepak. Absolutely. This is what this currently is extracting the information as good as you saying HDFC technical analysis for intraday. So basically whatever search results that you get here, it is summarizing this and it is giving the information. There can be bias inside that, but you may have your own strategy. That strategy, if you feed it to this AI agent, right, and you tell it, okay, look at the RSI in this, look at this in this, this is it, and you give it all the details that you want, it is going to be more accurate. And plus it has the access of the Zero Dha or whichever the broker API is there. The more accurate information it has, the more context it has, it's going to get a super analysis. How if you're getting this, yes, no in the comment section. It is about, what is that? The memory play and the brain play. How much memory tools you give it, the more better you give it, the more structured way you give it, the more quality your output is going to become. Okay, now let's look at the presentation, right? Okay, network happened. Continue. Enter. Let's say continue. So essentially this is what is happening, and you can do this as much as information. How do you understand the memory part of it? Yes, no? The memory part is you're going to provide all the details that you know about how you use and all that thing, so that this memory goes along with the prompt. and then you get that quality output account. You can also give a checklist also. Okay, when you get the output, ensure that these 5 line items are checked. Got it? There is no limitation to what you can do. You can have one researcher agent, you can have one API agent, you can have one verifier agent. You can say this, create 3 agents that will do this task. It can, Suyog, absolutely it can. You put in existing data, put like I used to do back testing. I put the entire 1 month of data of let's say 15 minutes and 5 minutes data, and I tell it, okay, now look at the 15 minutes charge to find an entry part, and then look at the 5 minutes to enter accurately in which position, and do the back testing on my strategies. It read all the data and it did the back testing, and it told me what is the winning trades and ratio and all that kind of thing. Anup, save tokens, I already told you, right? Saving is the memory game. Okay, I'll show you one more example. I'll tell you. Yes, you can connect that. Can make an agent in N by giving prompt. You can make that come. You can make that, absolutely. There is a N8 and MCP also. Okay. So what is this MCP? How many of you understanding I'm using this MCP? How many of you want to understand what this MCP is? Yeah? You know MCP? What is MCP? Model context protein. But what it means? Suyog, it's like Suyog, Claude limit is burning very fast because you don't understand the memory game of it, Suyog. Right? Same $20 subscription in the hands of a pro, you can do so much out of it. Okay? So you're burning your tokens very fast. Useless burning of tokens. Right? Claude $20 subscription is way more sufficient with a 4-hour window. I will explain that, Suyog. I will explain that. I'll explain that in a moment. First of all, just one more term. Get the Claude plugin. Right? You need to have the pro subscription. Come here to this place and just say add-ins and then add Claude plugin. That's it. And then sign in with your existing subscription. Very similar to API and this thing. Okay, can I explain? Yeah. Anup, you're in this thing, but can I explain this, guys? Can I explain MCP for a second? Yes? MCP for a second? Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Now look at this. Look at this, guys. In the email itself, I added the same tool twice. I added Gmail twice. One activity, send an email is one activity, get an email is another activity. And like this, I can continue to add another tool, which is delete an email. Okay, and then I have to configure this. And like this, I can continue to add various tools. So if I add like this, all the actions, it'll take so much time, yes, no? Send an email, delete an email, reply email, like this. There are several tools, right? Now think of a Zerodha kind of a tool. How many of these tools will be there? Open chat, Zoom chat, okay, Zoom chat, open chat, add volume indicator, add MA3, add MA7, right? Zoom in, zoom out, buy, sell, stop loss, trailing stop loss. There are so many several actions, yes or no? Will you have the time to configure everything for an AI agent, yes or no? Will you have time? Absolutely no. You'll go crazy. You'll give up. So who knows Zerodha better? Who knows Zerodha better than us? The tool, that kite tool that is there, the trading tool, or who knows TradingView better than us? Those who created the tool TradingView and those who created TradingView and Zerodha's kite, they know the tool better than us, correct? So what these companies will do is they will create an MCP server for agents to use the tool. It is like a hack, right? It is an official hack given by the company to let agents use their tool. They have built a login for human. Human can go to kite.zerodha.com and then use the tool. But now they're creating another login for agents to use their tool. That is what an MCP server is, which means in the MCP server, all the tools that you will typically use on an interface, they're all programmatically added so that the agent can use all the tools like you can do it. How do you understand this? Yes or no in comment section? This is what MCP is. So now if you want to leverage Claude effectively, all you need to know is which MCP servers you will require to operate this. So for example, I am building a tool. I'm building an application. I need something to host it. I need a database. I need to GitHub to host the application. I need crypto.com to get my crypto numbers from there. So I added this MCP, and then now I'll go this new session and I will say, okay, hey buddy, do an crypto analysis, create a code and upload it here or put it in this website here. How do you understand this? Yes or no? You don't need to understand the tool. You need to know which tool that you need to let agent given access. Give that MCP server access and then you tell it what to do. Right? So how do you understand this? Yes, no in the comment section. How do you understand? Right? So that is the whole power of agents. Now, in one prompt, I'm going to show you the summarization of what we are talking about today. Okay? Into the B2B context. Okay? So I'm going to select a folder here. What I do? Since coding can be very difficult for many, I'm just going to do Claude Cowork. If you don't know where to start with Claude Cowork. Okay, so I'm going to create a new project here. Okay, I'm going to go create a new project here, and I'm going to go to my documents folder. I'm going to go to where is Claude 2026. I have to call this as B2B lead gen. Okay, I'm going to select this folder. Okay, create. So what I did is I created an empty folder here, and if you see here, how many of you are seeing instructions here? Instructions was equivalent to what in our NA10? Instructions are equivalent to what in NA10? So if you remember what we did this here, in this, yeah, MCP is free. APIs are paid, MCP is free. Yes, absolutely. So this system prompt is equivalent to instructions. How many of you got this? Yes or no? System prompt is equal to instructions. Okay. Scheduled is basically scheduled task. Every day 9 a.m. do me a stock analysis and give it to me before I start my trading. Okay, that's schedule. This context, which is B2B lead gen, and there is a memory. How many of you see that memory? Yes. How many are seeing the patterns now? Any platform you go, what we learned visually right now will be there like this. Now how to use it? In NA10 you are linking together. In Claude you have to type. But now you need to know. Many people will ignore this left side. But now that you know what is the importance of this, you're going to translate that into Claude language. In Claude language, write it down. You need agent.md, system.md, and you need Claude.md. Agent.md, system.md, and Claude.md. These are different instruction files. Okay, that help you do stuff, and agent.md is going to give you spin up multiple agents. Okay, so look at this. I'm going to now attempt to build something from scratch. Okay, and maybe I don't have idea around that, but let's look at how to do B2B generation. Okay, I want you to create a system .md, Claude.md, and multiple agent.mds for this B2B lead generation activity. Okay, so I want you to start by learning about my product and services. Let's say I am selling AI agents creation services to my customers. I want you to then help me create an agent that will help do market research and identify my ICP. Then I want you to create another agent that basically extract these leads using some lead generation tool. And then also I wanted to create another agent that can do cold emailing and outreaching message. Right. So first, can you create all these system files, agent files, and Claude MD files before we start the project? So what I did right now is, first of all, by typing, I told it to create all these elements that are required for doing this project. And if you're getting this, yes, no, what I'm essentially doing is I'm essentially telling this system prompt, but I'm breaking it down. Instead of creating one agent, I'm creating multiple agents within this that are stored locally in this particular format here. Okay, so let me just let it come here. So if you see here, it's going to run in this task. And what I'm going to do right now is come to this place. Now, where's my documents? Claude 2026 B2B lead gen. Okay, so just wait on this folder. Okay. Oops. Just watch this place. Okay, we are almost done, guys. So look at this. Who is your primary target? I don't know anything about it. Okay, I don't know anything about it. SMB. Okay, I'm going to go for this. Okay, maybe just go with this. Fast development, cost effective, and fast development. Okay, which to lead generation? I don't know which lead generation also. It only told me what to use. Like it's asking me, oh, I'll use Apollo. Which outreach platform? See, it's telling me all that thing also. I have instantly, by the way. Okay. So I did all of that. How we are seeing this potential, yes or no? All you need to know the structure of how to do this work. You can ask that Bishali. If you don't know, say which MD files to create it so that it remembers the conversation. Right? And so now it made the task. Like you got the product structure, right? Right? And then it's going to create the Claude. Right? So if you see here, agents, it's going to create the agents here. The Claude.md created. Karm, the best way is try it. The best way, try it. I use Sonnet 4.6 to create a first draft. Consumes less. Right? Then when I want it to do more advanced work, which is proper personalized email and all that, then I want to switch to Opus. If I want like low level work, I even go to Haiku. First draft, always I go with a less model. Okay. For Sonnet, for any like this process, Sonnet is very good. You will require Opus for more accuracy, right? Like super hyper personalized email and research and deep research. That's where that model comes in, right? So think of a junior developer, senior developer. When you need junior development work, use Haiku. Thoda, okay, normal up and down, then developer. Then senior developer is Opus. Yeah. Typing saves a lot of time. Okay, that one. I use either Whisper or GenSpark Spic. This thing, guys, take this Whisper, guys. Whisper Flow AI, or you can take GenSpark. Okay, I take GenSpark because what happens is it has a subscription model. So 5%, if you give 5% this thing, you will get 30 days trial. So since I teach like this 50 this thing, I'll give you affiliate link. I'll get like 30 days from each of you. That's why I use GenSpark. So full food all jugad. Okay, so now if you see here, guys, what it is here, this md file system.md, right? There's a system.md. If you see here, what happens is that system.md, the document purpose is full activity, data flows, decision logic, and all that thing. So B2B lead generation pipeline, agent research, agent 2 is this, agent 3 is this. Mind blowing, guys, yes or no? We are using an agent to create an agent right now. This is the power of Claude. Not like type something and then it will give you out something. No. Right? This is the power. How many of you are now going to see Claude very, very differently? अब वो शादी किसका जो जिसका वो बोलेगा कि Claude के साथ ज़्यादा time spend करते हो. Why? Because now you actually have an agent that can do exactly what you're thinking. Even better, it is going to complement. It's going to help you out with it. Look at this, right? ICP profile, lead MD, email sequences, right? Agent 1 का goal है, input है, this thing, इसका system prompt लिख दिया इन्होंने, system is agent 2 का लिख दिया, agent 3 का लिख दिया. That ICP, how to do ICP profile, we don't know, but it did all of that, right? Lead list, how to get the lead list, how to email sequence, initial outreach, value add, this. Lead qualification, personalization, integration with Apollo, instantly. It basically entire project how to run it basically told it. Then I can go to Claude.md. Claude.md is basically what is the purpose of this AI agent creating services, right? So it's about my project and services. It puts it in here. So anytime I chat with it, it's going to load this information and then it's going to respond back to you. Yes or no? Okay. So basically, just go Claude.md. Just go, guys. Claude ko hi pooch lo. Claude.md, system.md, and this one. What is the difference? It will tell you what is the difference. Okay. But just remember, Claude.md, system.md, agent.md. Okay. Now you go to the agent.mb. What's happening with this? It created a agent identity. You are a market research agent, strategic research agent, and all that kind of a thing. And then you did all this work. Okay. So now you have your agents ready. Okay. The next thing that you need to do is this Apollo and Instantly. These are the tools that you need to install. So what you will find is Apollo MCP. Apollo MCP server is there like this. So you can install this, or you can simply come here and you can go to the customize and you can go to connectors and you can look for browse connectors and then you look for Apollo. Look for Apollo and then you add Apollo. ये tooling add कर दे रहे हैं हम लोग, same as AP5. So what you will do, you'll log in here. I will just say continue with this thing, connect this account, and essentially ये जो authentication signing how we did with Google, right? We do that. So now Apollo got added to this project. Do you know how to use Apollo? I don't know. That agent knows how to use it. We need to know that, okay, we need to create an agent that is going to use Apollo. Do we need to know it? No, absolutely not. Okay, agent tool added here. Okay, perfect. Now let's close this. Okay, let's see. So let's see if Instantly is available or not. I don't think so if Instantly is available. Instantly is not available. Okay, so we might have to do it manually. Instantly is not available. Okay, let's see any email tools are available. Gmail is available, so you can use Gmail also to send the email. Okay, that's also fine. So for example, I'll just go back to this and I will tell it to use this thing. So all these files are getting created. So now I have done this. Now I'll do a simple example here. Okay, not burning so much this thing. I will just say here right now is I want you to create a simple campaign for SaaS founder, 5 team members, 5 people. Apply this entire process and get me 5 leads through this process and store it in a folder called campaigns, and every detail that you find or leads that you find, store it in CSV file or any other necessary context you find it there. Use the process and generate 5 leads for me, right? And then draft the emails, but don't send it because that email tool is not yet configured. So basically you told it jitna tak configured hai, you will tell it that work, right? So you will say enter like this. Okay, so now look at this. Automatically this will read the agent research file. It will do the work. Good. I have the full context. Now let me know the thing. Why do we do different agents, guys? Any guesses? Somebody asked me, how do we reduce the token usage? Now imagine a lot of you will do what? ICP, market research, everything को एक ही prompt में घुसा के भेज दोगे उसको. Then you will say Claude is not working. Why? Because पूरा 200, you have used the entire 200 context and then sent it. Why do we agents? Agent को break down करते हैं. We break down agent so that छोटा छोटा context, एक context जाएगा वापस आएगा, एक context जाएगा वापस आएगा, one context goes in. This is the play of memory. How do you understand? The basic memory to advanced memory, now you can understand. Right? So there's no rules ki I have to create this 1, 2, 3 agent. You can create as many agents as you want. Each agent will have their own 200k context window. That's the power of Claude Code. Very different thinking right now, guys. Right? Some of my customers and students complain, कुणाल आपके सेशन के बाद नींद नहीं आता है या फिर एकदम नींद आता है. You get very very sleepy. Why? कुछ brain cells you start using it. Okay. So 2 things. Now you see that always allow. So agent 1 running, okay, ICP and all that find out. Agent 2 is running, searching Opolo. Okay, allow this, give this allowed. Okay, allow this task. So this API requires a paid Opolo plan. Okay, fine, not a problem. An organization search into that. Okay, fine. So it requires some paid plans and all that thing. Fine. Then you have to put the API's cost you have to give. Okay, so in Fluopan I got 190 leads credits. For APIs requires such another. Okay, fine, no problem. Fine. Whatever you can do with free plan, fine. Okay, allow this. Okay. Blocks all search and enrichment API. So we don't need to do that right now. Good. Organization work. Now let me do the 3 more. Get 5% founder team. ICP. And it's doing all the work. LinkedIn outreaching also, you need LinkedIn outreaching kind of a tools, right? So you need to use like tools like, I think sales, Raj is working with sales robot. So sales robot is there, right? So that kind of tools are there. Yeah. So I don't know, Raj has some special deals with the founder of sales robot. Okay. But anyway, so look at this. Now it's able to do all of that work. Now if I go to this place, what happens is that this campaigns is there, SaaS founders is there, and I now have the ICP profile, I have the email sequences, I have the leads.csv, everything that you need for a lead from a lead gen agency, you have it right in your system. Okay, email sequence, IC profile, this is what you need to do. Now you need to schedule it and say, bhai, get up every day at 11 a.m. I want you to give me 20 qualified leads. Search and give it the email and phone number to me. Right? And if you want it, you can send it to your sales team member. Every day you will get 20 email this thing. Your role is to send an email or call them. Cold calling is also very good. Okay, so cold calling or emailing them or LinkedIn outreach, whatever. Outreach methods are different methods. Right? So you'll have email, LinkedIn or cold calling. Any of these 3 things. Okay, and then they keep doing it. Now this is all done. So if you just go here and look at this ICP profile, so you got all these 5 profiles, right? Do not target and all that kind of angles that you get. And then if you come back here, the email sequences also will be there. You see that? So this is for company close.com, team size, revenue and all that kind of thing. Email 1 send this, email 2 send this, email 3 send this, and you have all these entire sequence available with you. Right, Guillaume, all that, and 5 sequences available with you. Power of agents. Next, schedule report. Schedule this and then hands off. Now, you'll ask me, but Kunaal, will this hallucinate? Will this work and all that kind of a thing? To that, my answer is, even when a fresher comes to your team, that guy also hallucinates. If you do this first time, you'll also hallucinate. But you get, with time, you improve this AI agent. Your knowledge improves. You'll read some knowledge, some books. You'll come back and you'll improve the system prompt. You will improve the agent prompt. You'll improve the Claude prompt. You'll improve the ICP. You'll improve the targeting. And over time, this will become a very strong system where you just have to get up and it will do all that work. Now, if you see here, it did all this work for you, right? So campaign summary, science founder, right? Lead summary, email sequences. This is this pre-sent checklist. These are checklist it provided. Files in the system. This is his files in the system, right? That's it. T.S. Nagendra, the day Claude came on my hands, I already knew to use it. It is not, as I told you, it is not about the tool. It is all about you understanding the agent process, the mindset of an agent. Once you understand that, you can start using this. And then after this, I'll show you one more feature. How many of you have appetite for this? Why do you still need to learn NA10? Rajesh, again, same question. If I had showed you in the first step this, would you have understood what I was speaking about? Claude.md, system.md, agent.md, would you have understood? You'll be like, अरे ऐसा files ही है, क्या ही चल रहा है, agent कहाँ है इसमें? You'll go crazy, right? Now the crazier part is, in this you can make agents speak to each other also, right? So you can say the rules कि भाई first agent has to do the work, second agent, it's already doing that work. So if you see here, look, great, I have the full context. Now let me run the entire pipeline ICP 749, right? First now running agent 1, writing MCP and all that thing, 5% team. Okay, got it. Now running agent 2, searching Apollo for the SaaS founder. Okay, now agent 3 it was not able to use because it did not have the tool. You understand that, Rajesh? The importance of that? Now we've made a half-baked product. We did not give the second tool, but that the work was getting done. The guy who is in your team, जिसको mail भेजना है, who has to send the email through the tool, even he'll come and bother you. Sir, you didn't give me instantly tool only. How will I send the email? He'll ask you, which email should I send it? Then he'll ask you next question, how to write the email? Yeah, Claude replace intern level this one. AP5 and scrap Apollo details. That also you can do it, Suyog. Yeah, absolutely. The tools is of your choice, Suyog. Tool is of your choice. But the principle is here, guys. System prompt, agent, tool, process, whichever it is. There is no means to whatever creativity you can apply. If you can think of that idea and if you know that tools, costing and all that thing, you can start applying it. Okay, I corrected OPF and Y prospecting, but using the method, can we skip it? These methods, can we? No, you have to use Claude and AP5. Now, if you want to replace AP5 and all that thing, then you need to work with Firecrawl. You need to work with Firecrawl, which is you develop your own scraping mechanism, right? So Apollo and AP5, these people scrape things for you. If you want to create stuff, you create an MCP server with Firecrawl, right? And you have to pay again for scraping also, right? So there's free plan and all that kind of thing. So it scrapes 500 pages. So there's one project that we did for somebody. He wanted to target like the VC founders. These VC founders already have their name and details available on the pages. So it took out 100k pages websites where they knew that these people have funded some companies, and that companies, they extracted all the LinkedIn profiles of whoever has VC founded, and then we ran all that LinkedIn founders through Apollo or any other Apollo is only one platform, right? And then we scraped the details. So that time we use Firecrawl, and then we want to get the email and phone number. Lead generation is what? Phone number, email you did. Then we go through different services to get this phone number and emails. Okay, if you can scrape it, good. If you can't, no. Now scraping is another way. What happens is, like, suppose if it's firecrawl.dev. So what people will do in scraping Apollo and all that thing, they will go to LinkedIn. Okay, they'll go to LinkedIn like this, and let's say I'm going to go to Firecrawl. Okay, so let's go to Firecrawl, and I want to target somebody from this website. Okay, sorry guys, I get a little carried away when I get the sessions because I get full involved, guys. I hope you're enjoying this, right? I know my sessions, I'll tell this much, but I keep going sometimes. Okay, so if you look at this, okay, perfect. Now if you look at this, see how emails are found. Okay, understand the philosophy. So this Ben Chuchiu is there, something like that, right? So how emails are found? What you will do is bex.firecrawl.com, bex2ucstring.firecrawl.com, bex.t.@firecrawl.com. So you will try these combinations. That's how emails are found. And you'll keep sending. If that email reaches, means you know that okay, this email is correct email ID. And they will say, okay, 80% accuracy, 90% accuracy. That's how emails are done. That's how we used to do it. When I was an intern, I used to go to each and every website. Acha, this is there, this is there. I used to handle 600k contact details within using Excel VBA. We used to run a code that will do all these combination and try to send an email. That's how we used to do scraping back in the days. Okay. Now we have the Claude and all that thing. Okay. So how much we got this? This is the principles of Claude, this thing. So if you want to go get rid of that entire email extraction and all that thing, you create an agent that does all this thing. So what will happen? That agent will keep testing 4 or 5 emails. Whichever email hit, that is the email that you store it. Scraping and all that. Anup, that is called Anup emailing warm up. So there is tools called as warm up IO. So you need email warm up tools, which is where instantly and all that comes in. Your email deserves more open. Your email warm up that will make it happen. Yeah, so we made paid GMAS and all that thing, but no, Anup. So what happens? Let me show you one tool, guys. Okay. So basically, anytime, what is a warm up? Okay, so warm up looks like this. So essentially, look at this, guys. Anywhere you go, see instantly Copilot, new chat, memory, tasks. Memory will always be available here, right? So always there will be some kind of memory that will go here. Okay. So if you see here, there is something called as email here. What this email is, I will say email warm up. What this email warm up do, these tools will do, is they will behave like a human and send email to other who are doing email. They'll send each other, giving signals to Gmail saying that, yeah, acha, this is a right email ID. That's called email warm up. You can't straight away get on day one and start sending 200 emails from a Gmail. You can't do that, right? Unka algorithm spike karega and pakad lega. This is a spammer. Block this email ID. But if you said 10 emails, 15 emails, 13 emails, you use it like a human, right? This guy will do that. So I'll see email send this thing. If I warm up this, so if you see here my warm up score, right? It'll give me a warm up score and company configurations. When I started doing this, my email got warmed up. Now I can send to like 200, 300, 500 members in a day also, and it will not matter. Why? Because I've warmed this up enough number of times. Anup. Hope you understand email. Okay, so email B2B marketing, you have to understand email warm up. Okay, or so instantly also has like it has like pre-warmed up emails also available, but that will not be your domain. Okay, I don't know if that is available here right now. Univox, CRM, website visitor, email, inbox placement, add new. No. Cancel. Settings, integration, advanced laboratory, filtering, email accounts and domains. No, they removed that feature, I guess. CRM. Okay, no, they removed that feature, I guess. Cool. Master inbox. Yeah, so you need to get your own inboxes and warm them up. So tools like warm up and all that do that. Perfect. Great. So yeah, so that's the sessions about AI agent, guys, that you have. How many of you enjoyed the session? Yes, no. How have you enjoyed the session? Perfect. Awesome. Cool. So much. Perfect. Great. Very much. Eye opener, yes. Cool. My LinkedIn profile, yes. Yeah, I'm running courses. Yeah, I'm running courses already on this, guys. Okay, no, so I don't pitch the course here. Because Raj session again, over pitching. Doesn't do that. I come here to give value. That's it. Okay, cool. How much anything should we learn to understand this thing? Okay. Okay, Rajesh, NA10 mein you need to learn a couple of concepts. One, what are the concept that I showed you? Then you need to learn about FAQ agent, which is you giving the knowledge base and it being able to respond. Let me show you that example. Okay. Good question. What is the NA10? In NA10, you need to learn a couple of things. So one is the FAQ agent, which means, let me show you if I have this here. Yeah, this is my published email, published agent. So if you see here, this is a FAQ agent, right? So this agent is hosted on my portal already. So this is my community. So a lot of folks come here and then they create agents like this, right? Emails, like fundamental technical analysis agents. This one we did this recently, right? So we do all of that. But okay, let me just refresh the screen once more. So if you see, there's a support agent here. What this agent does is, I have my knowledge base available to it, right? So I say, who is Kunaal Naik? If I ask, my agent will basically look at my knowledge base and respond to me. This is called knowledge base agents. Kunaal Naik is this, and how this information is available? It's available in this Google Sheet here. So first of all, you need to understand, like these basic questions it is able to answer, right? Then company profile, team directory, linked projects and all that thing. Many companies have different details. Your customer will reach out. What is your offer? What is your product services? When do you reach out? Can you set an email ID? Can you do this? Can you do that? Right? So they'll ask tons of questions. So your agent should be able to answer those questions. That is called an FAQ agent. Cool, right? So what are the extent? One is a basic agent, one is a FAQ agent. Then the next agent that you need to do is called as a data analyst agent. What is a data analyst agent? Okay, data analyst agent. Yeah. So let me pull out this. This I have connected to my Telegram. Okay, this is this thing. So what is this agent? Okay, so basically, if you see here, I have my tables, my customers coming and sitting here, right? So for demo, I have this customer and transaction data. So my table customer and transactions are available here, right? So what I do here is that I come here and then I come to my data analyst agent like this, right? So I will just say, okay, how many customers do I have from Pune? Okay. So what this agent will do is, if you see it start executing here, it is running, it will go and write a SQL query and then come back and respond to me, right? There are 116 queries, there's 116 customers from Pune, right? So basically what this does, it takes my request, right? How many customers from Pune, goes ahead, finds out what's happening in my database, gets the right table information, runs the query, select count customer from this thing, and then mixes it with the answer and then responds to me. You need to understand this kind of agents before you go into Claude, because in Claude what will happen is everything will be MCP server. So you will not know what is really happening in the background. But if you know what's happening in the background, and even in this minimal format, you can use the agent or construct or direct it in the way that you want it to go, right? So second is the data agent, okay, and connecting it to Telegram like this. So now I can tell, okay, from this table, get me how many leads did I generate in the last 7 days. It's going to do that. How many customers responded. So any basic thing that where you need some analysis kind of agents, this is where you connect this agent. This is called the agent, SQL kind of an agent. Okay. Then you know about, so this is the thing. Then you can do like Gmail agents, which is like responding to your emails or doing some reports like this, right? So I'll just show you what it does. Wait, let me go to the other part of it. So we have a bunch of customers. Photo agent, and yeah. So we recently built a stock agent. In this is a scheduler agent. Okay, That is why still N8N is still powerful, right? Claude, you may still take some time to do it. But this scheduler agent, what it does, right? Every 11 a.m. it will get up, it will do some fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and then it will go ahead and send me an email here, right? With a stock agent. These are some of the customers that have built the same part of it, right? So you'll see that this kind of reports will start coming here automatically every day at 11 o'clock. This is called scheduler agent. So you get a feel about how scheduler agents work, Rajesh, right? So RAG agent, data agent, and scheduler agents, research kind of thing. The same thing can be repurposed for content creation and stuff like that, like content creation, newsletter writing, SEO blog writing, informing your customers, various other things. Like, so don't try to build something world class. Build something very, very useful that you have around this. Now, if you see here, this is the agent. You will get to see the entire working. Once you understand this, you can like take this and then much more better implement in Claude. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is this much it is. Don't go beyond this, Rajesh. You need not go beyond this agent and tool and memory and this structure. Don't go and create like random workflows and stuff like that. Yeah, good, perfect. So that's the thing. Only one, एक ही skill, only one skill. System prompt tools. Practice that. Then, as soon as you're comfortable with it, move to Claude Code. Claude Code, MCP tools, skills, agents, and all these things. RAG agent is basically an agent that looks at your knowledge base and responds to you. Retrieval augmented generation. If you ask an agent, what is your company? It may not have it, right? So what you'll do is you'll put a Google sheet or a document and say, "Bhai, this is my company document." Pick the information and send me there. Okay. Cool. Perfect. That's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. How many want to give a voice reaction to this? I can unmute you and you can tell me what you are thinking about this session. HIPAA compliant, yes, absolutely. Microsoft and all that thing is there, guys. Cool. Yeah. Anup wants to, okay, go for it. Thank you, Anup. Go for it. Yeah. Anup, go for it. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Kunaal. It was a wonderful session, actually. I enjoyed thoroughly each and every word of it, because I will tell you very openly about this. This is the 4th time that I am creating my N8N account. I was not able to follow it. I was trying it quite a lot, but the 4th time when you actually guided us, like how exactly it could be done and what is the role of each like elements, whether it is the brain, the memory, and everything, like we could do it. And of course, your hand holding was a great thing. Like the way you were making us do each and everything, it was like amazing. I think all of us have the same thing to like give you as a compliment. Like, it was like you are a wonderful teacher. Yeah, and apart from that, I have been like dabbling with and all those Claude and everything, and of course, I was learning multiple things along with that. So it was an amazing session. Truly enjoyed the core of it, and hats off to you to like standing. I think you are standing, right?
Yeah. I stand entire. Principally, I don't sit ever while teaching.
Yeah.
So
definitely it was great, and because while standing, it's more energy that comes, right?
Standing energy comes out, or else you can't maintain this energy. Right.
Yeah. It was very amazing, and thank you so much, Raj, for bringing Kunaal this session, and it is like amazing to connect with you. Yeah.
Thank you. And so, what is the one takeaway you will do that?
One takeaway, there is no one takeaway. Like I was taking everything.
Yeah.
So I think that is the best, and the first thing it is like my primary takeaway will be the way you are dealing the subject. That is the thing. Like not going like giving the hype of it. Like ठीक है आज Claude करते हैं. No, that's not how you started it. So that actually made the mark of it, because as Rajesh was asking me several times, N8N क्यों सीखना है? Why do we need to? And you were like very calm and because you know what is going to come. So it makes sense eventually that you are very clear about it and you are very confident about it. So that of course speaks a ton of it about you. And
and by the way, Anup, we do this in the corporates also, like Fortune 500 companies. We do that. You know, I'll tell you why we do this at N8N. I go into the company and I told, okay, look, let's open Python code and let's do this agent. I'll tell, okay, memory karo, 4 agents, create 4 agents, attach this RAG and then write this code. They'll be like, sir, what are you telling me? And these are developers. Okay. So then I'll, okay, now we need to change the model, because now they're developers, but they don't know AI, they don't know data, they don't know business. 3 things they don't know.
Right.
They know coding. Now what is happening? Every role is moving as a product developer. You need to know workflow, you need to know AI, you need to do data, you need to do tools, you need to do everything. Then only you can make AI do that work. Okay. And so then I had to step back and I was like, how do I teach these people? They're only the most advanced people. How do I teach these people? And then going in and find that, okay, N8N was there. That time it was not too good, but it was still good enough. Then I taught them, okay, this is how RAG is there. Very easily they were able to create RAG system. Then they told, okay, now let's create multi-agentic. Then they took LangChain and they were able to do, like we were to put a competition. Everybody was like live to the end of the training. They were able to create 1 or 2 features already within that. And that is why visual thinking and learning comes in. Then after that, they forgot about N8N, but then they took that principles with them. That is the logic.
One takeaway that I would like to mention, because I have attended so many master classes, workshops, and everything. So they have got an ulterior motive, like why are we doing this? If if an agentic AI or an image generation or whatever they are going to do, the N8N is just a part of that. What is going to come? So they will pay less attention to N8N. They will directly jump to art कि आप ये कर लेना, आप ये सीख लेना, बाकी हम आगे करते हैं. So what it is, the basic will remain like a very the foundation is very.
वो stuck हो जाता है कि अब incomplete लग रहा है.
So that's what. So it was like really amazing.
Thank you, Anup. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, Diksha, go for it, and then Rajesh.
So Kunaal, I think it was really nice, and the most amazing part was I think you was having a lot of fun, and that could be seen in the teaching, and that's why I think I was sitting here for longer.
Oh yeah, I really enjoy this.
Anybody will give after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's amazing. I have a little question. May I ask?
Yeah, go for it quickly.
So I just get confused with everything because I was watching few YouTube videos and there was an option of chat, code, and AI, but it is not coming on my Claude when I open it. So is it like I have to download the
Pro
app?
subscription. Yeah, the Claude a desktop application you have to download and then use that. Pro subscription you need. Yeah.
Okay. App also. Both steps are important. Like we need to download app also and then pro subscription also. It doesn't come on the browser. Yeah,
it doesn't come on the browser. It's not very easy to do Claude. So Claude Co by principally everything happens on your PC.
Okay.
So that's the difference between N8N, and another difference between Claude and N8N is in N8N lives on the server. So basically, if you wanted to do something and like you switch off your laptop, it's that N8N wala flow that continues to run there. Okay. There is something called as manage agent, which I will show you briefly around that, which is the equivalent of you putting a workflow on the server. N8N now is on a server. It is on cloud 24/7. In co-work, the difference is you close the laptop, that agent doesn't do the work. When you open the laptop, then it continues to do the work. That's the difference. Principally, co-work is supposed to be done on your personal PC.
Okay.
The files never leave your PC, not through API, nothing like that. Only the agent is supposed to work on the files, and then it's not supposed to take the files with them. It's supposed to write a code, modify everything, do anything within the PC itself.
Okay, got it.
So that's the difference between that thing. And then Claude Code is what extend that possibility to creating applications. So give it databases, give it like Vercel and all that thing, and so okay, create an application, create my landing page, and then deploy it to this server, and then you deploy that server, and then you can do. So the thoda usme you have to push something out so that you can deploy it. So Claude Code is more application. Think of this lead generation. So you have somebody will tell you, okay, sign up for funnel and sign up for this, that, and kind of a thing. No, you don't need to order. Freely you can create a Vercel application landing page, lead generation part, put a ebook, or tell the coding agent that, okay, hey, when the user come on this page, ask them email and password, and that email password send it to me in my email, and then if they give the right email and password, send them the lead magnet. You can build that application with Claude and say deploy it on Vercel. Freely you will deploy that.
Just one more thing, you said that we should do N10 first because it will clear up the process and then go to Claude Code. I have worked on make.com a lot. So do you think I still need to work?
You can still jump. You have used the AI agent node, right, in make.com?
No, not much.
No, then you know workflow. You need to know what is AI agent.
Okay.
So what we did today, so that thing. So use the AI agent node in make if you are comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
So see, principally, all you need to know about is the brain, memory, system prompt, and the tools, MCP tool, MCP server. These are the 4 things you need to know, right? And yes, the memory, FAQ memory, CRM memory, all the different types of memories that you can think of.
One last question, which I think a lot of people will be having here. A lot of things are coming in, like OpenClaw, Claude Code, and all those things. So, do we need to jump on it? Like I was seeing a YouTube video. They were saying we should use aggregators like Perplexity or Copilot. So, what do you suggest? Like, should we stick to Claude Code for now, or do we need to explore any other thing also in this AI world?
Claude Code. Okay. If you had to invest time and effort and energy, Claude Code.
And how about Perplexity and Copilot?
They are just the brain. Perplexity is a little bit advanced brain. It is leaning toward, so where Perplexity fits in all the ecosystem. Perplexity sits in accurate search. What we did in the search and we got a response, you saw that? Somebody told, okay, this is wrong response. Perplexity is excelling in better, more accurate responses. So if I replace that search from Google to Perplexity API, and then I leverage the finance research that they have, I'll get more accurate results. So Perplexity is, they under the hood use what brains? They use Claude, Sonnet, and OpenAI and GPT models only. But what they excel it is they're scraping this entire internet, and they are simming through all that information and ensuring they're providing most accurate information. That is where you use Perplexity. So if you want to get rid of all the various types of APIs and use Perplexity, you will get more accurate results.
So when we are creating agent in Claude, we can't use Perplexity's API to ensure that we are using the best brain?
No. So see, no. Perplexity is not a brain. Okay? It is not a brain. It is one second, let me show you. That is where N10 comes in, right? So now you can visualize this, right? So look at this. Where is that other? Good question. Very, very good questions, these are. So I suppose you can directly, the questions you're asking by Diksha, you can directly jump into Claude.
Okay.
So if you see here, this is a brain, right? This is a pure LLM brain. Perplexity will come here as a tool. Here, see this? And within this particular part of it, what does it say? Let's look at what is the definition here, okay? See, it's an AI-powered answer engine. It is not a LLM. It is not a brain. It is an answer engine that provides accurate, trusted, and real-time answers to any questions. Okay? Chat completion, agent responses, and web searches and embeddings. You understand where the role comes in? Think of a very, very strong researcher who can read the scrape the internet very accurately and give the real-time information. That's where this role is.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So even Claude does not do that good role as much as Perplexity does it. That is why it has a role in the market.
Thank you so much. I think it was an amazing session.
Thank you, Diksha. Perfect. Good. Rajesh, yes. Rajesh, you go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for this session. It was really amazing and I learned a lot because basically my objective in learning about N10, like I'm in the process of learning, is basically to automate my business operations to some extent. And generally, you watch YouTube videos and all these things and everybody's saying that N10 is dead and Claude is going. I've already spent like maybe a month in learning NA10, and like how I'm learning is I just asked Chat GPT to give me. I have 90 days to learn NA10, and I can spend 2 hours a day. Please make a plan for me. What should I be doing? So I'm following that. But then I thought rather than if I invest another 2 months in learning NA10 now, and then I realize that it's already outdated, it would be a waste of my time.
Yeah, no,
So I have,
absolutely. I get the dilemma. So see, only NA10 is used for learning the principles of AI agents. Don't try to learn hundreds of nodes. Don't try to learn hundreds of stuff. Only AI agent node, brain, memory, and tools. You should be thinking like, okay, now in my business, I'm getting customer queries. Okay, fine. I want to respond to customer queries. So how do I respond to it? Okay, AI agent node, brain, memory, and my FAQ questions. What are the questions that they are questioning? I'll give it to the agent. I'll tell agent, look at that question, answer, and then respond to it. One agent is already up. Now once the proof of concept is done, straight away go to Claude. Say, Claude, take this screenshot of this thing. Claude, I want you to develop this guy, and this is my knowledge base.
okay.
And then deploy that.
So
Ship.
eventually, like it would be better to put the entire systems on Claude. But
Yes.
initially, it's important to know NA10 to see
The
how.
the proof of concepts.
Okay.
And you have only one weapon here. AI agent node, brain, memory, tools, system prompt. Go only with this. Only the structure that I taught you today.
Right.
Change the system prompt, change the tools. Change the system prompt, change the tools. Don't do anything. Don't do like extra combination, this combination, that combinations, and this tool. No, only one and only one thing you practice. AI agent, brain, memory, tools.
Okay.
Right?
So just for an idea, like so far where I've reached is that I have connected it with my Telegram account, and I've created basically a task list manager for myself where I can add a task, delete a task, mark a task as completed, and see a list of pending tasks, all just by typing messages on Telegram. That is okay, one part of it, and it's working fine. Like, and I even added like small things. What's the weather in New York today, or any other thing, or tell me a joke. But I think from my understand from you, I just need to learn a RAG system now before I go.
Yeah. Because the memory is more important, no? Because if a customer is asking you a question, if he's asking you like, okay, can you send me a proposal? Right, so you can all very well go here and then tell that agent, hey agent, whenever a customer sends a proposal, send me a proposal. Here is the past 10 proposals that I have made in the past, right? Understand his context and then take this two as a reference and then send the proposal in the Word format and attach it in email and send it.
Okay.
And then what do you need to give it? You need to tell it how to create a Word document. You need to give it a Gmail. You need to tell it how to attach the Gmail, or put it into a Google Drive and send the Google Drive link.
Yeah, right.
So you see, you have to treat it like a human. Most courses out there are teaching workflows. They're not agent. Agentic is you have to put that one AI agent node and you have to think, acha, now I'll give it 4 tools. And it has to automatically use these tools to generate a response. Autonomy. So you give it 4 tools. Okay. Create a Word document, put it in G Drive. Send it to put that email link in the G Drive. Pull that email drive link in Gmail this thing and send it.
Right.
Like that. So that is the one thing that you need to master here. That is the only principle that you take, and then you system prompt tool. That's it. Now once you master this, you have a good hang of it. Then you go to Claude Code. You will feel very, very comfortable.
Okay.
That I have to just think, okay, agent 1, agent 2, agent 3, agent 4. Agent 1 will do this, pass it to agent 2. Agent 3 will do this, will pass it to this. And you visualize this and you speak in whisper flow, like voice it out.
Yeah.
Like don't type. It's very
I found
hard.
that very fascinating. Like, good.
I stopped typing only. I'll be like 5 minutes. I will just simply talk right nowadays. Right? Okay, I want to create an agent. This is and this thing. No. Think like this. Think like that. Think like that. Think this. And I'll speak for 5 minutes. and then I'll leave it there, and I'll keep walking around here and there and doing stuff like that, and I come back and the agent has finished that work
Wow.
like
So,
that.
so this GenSpark or WhisperFlow, that is an app we connect to our computer, and like even I can give like it a dictation, and it can just start writing my emails also.
Yeah, it can do the emails writing also. Yes.
Okay. That's amazing. Like wonderful.
Yeah. Correct. And that's how, that's how you use Claude. So basically, what's happening in NA10, you're getting that visualization memory, right? Create an agent which does this, which has these tools. Create a Okay, my eyes